Hi, my name is Lindsay, and I am one of the 7 game runners for the Portent Kast's second season, A Summer of TTRPGs. The Portent Kast is a queer, female, and non-binary actual play show where we play TTRPGs of all sorts. And you are tuning in to episode number 2 of this year's Summer's Projects. This is a series meant to help TTRPG players to get to know different or niche tabletop games you may not have heard of before or gotten the chance to play. Today we'll be playing Perils and Princesses, a fairy tale adventure RPG. This is a TTRPG about fairy tale princesses using their humble kind of magic to guide them as they face harrowing perils and untold adventure. Joining me as my players are...
My name's Annie. My pronouns are they, them. I'm playing Clara, and Perslith is where you can find me on most social medias.
So, hello everyone, I'm Danielle. My pronouns are she, they, and I will be playing Ophelia of the Orange Orchard. You can find me online at my name, Danielle Mamaril. That's Danielle Mamaril. On YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, I'm everywhere. So yeah, thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Ezra. I go by he, a pronouns, and I will be playing Ruth the Amaya. You can find me pretty much on any social media on at Not Always Ezra.
Hi, I'm Idly. I am a she, they, and I will be playing her feralness, Thistle of the Hazel Wilds. And I can be found at Wild Hearts on TikTok.
Perfect. You can find all of our social medias linked in the description below, as well as the other nearly 20 players participating in this project. You can also keep updated with the project and anything else the Portent Kast does by following us over on Twitter, TikTok, and subscribing to our YouTube. But without further ado, let's get into this episode of A Summer of TTRPGs.
Today's episode of the podcast contains adult language, content, snakes, bugs, undead, and implied harm to animals.
Once upon a time, there was a princess named Fauna, who ruled over the humble Sylvan tribe nestled amidst the lush embrace of the forest on the edge of the Hazel Woods. The people of the Sylvan tribe revered Princess Fauna as she was their guardian. Her Sylvan crown, a gift from her fairy godmother, gave her the ability to channel the powers of nature and protect the people from harm. But even in the most enchanting of tales, darkness has a way of slithering into the hearts of the unsuspecting. A cruel conjurer, Voltan, preyed upon the princess's kindness. He stole the princess's crown for his own nefarious purposes and broke her spirit. Vanishing into the depths of the forest, the sorcerer left no trace behind, leaving the princess bereft, her heart heavy with sorrow. The Sylvan tribe went on, but was never the same. Now, hundreds of years later, the crown was more or less forgotten, becoming nothing more than a myth. But some still believed it existed, and that is still somewhere to be found. So now we're going to go ahead and come to present day. We are going to first set our eyes upon Clara. If you could describe your character for us.
Yeah. So, she has blonde hair, she has cat ears, and a cat tail. She's a cat princess. She wears like very extravagant like red and black gowns and like gloves, and she has like a little red and black crown that she wears all the time.
Perfect, love it. So Clara, you've been staying in the town of Lilybrook for the past few weeks, trying to find any and all information that you can regarding your brother Finch. You had recently received a clue indicating the Rose Woods and are in the back corner of the library when a familiar outline starts to take form, quickly filled in by a presence that you were quite familiar with by now. Within seconds, a green-eyed, lavender-shaded tabby cat sits in front of you. How do you react?
You said that I'm used to this
Yes.
by now. I'll probably just be like, oh, hello.
Oh, hello, Clara. How are you today?
Oh, I'm good. I think I actually have a lead on where my brother is.
Oh,
Maybe,
really?
possibly.
Do tell.
Maybe. Some, like, I forget what you said.
Something to do with the
It was-
Rosewoods.
Okay, cool. It has something to do with the Rosewoods.
Oh.
I think I have to go there.
Okay. And so while you're talking to the cat, it's just kind of like circling in front of you. And so as soon as you mention the Rosewoods, it stops. Sit still for a moment. I think at this moment there's another woods more important. I think you need to head to the Hazel Woods first, because something feels amiss.
The Hazel Woods?
Yes. That's my inkling. Something feels amiss there. But also you might find something that could get you closer to finding Finch.
Well, then I have to go.
I agree. And then just as soon as the cat appears, it disappears.
She probably gets up and, like, starts to head out.
Perfect. Okay. Do you do anything, like, do you gather any supplies or anything like that in Lilybrook before you head out?
She probably has all that she needs on her already, so she probably just goes.
Perfect. Sounds good. All right. Next, we are going to hone in on a different character. We are going to go to Ophelia. Please describe your character.
Ophelia has long black hair reaching down to her waist, and when I did roll her personality, one of them was wildly beautiful hair. So she has wildly beautiful hair flung behind her in the wind. She's wearing gorgeous dress, but whenever she walks ahead, she always has her nose in a book.
Perfect. Love it. So, Ophelia, you are currently sitting in your room with a small moment all to yourself. Your stepmother and stepsisters are nagging each other downstairs. Today, they have tasked you with a very important task of getting the entire house ready for important guests that are to arrive this afternoon. And you're about halfway through. But in this moment, you had just gotten really tired and they seemed distracted, so you went up to your room just to take that moment for yourself. What are you doing in this moment?
In my moment of respite, I close the door behind me with a heavy creak and lean against the door, kind of just like let out a huge sigh. And finally reveling in this moment of silence. The moment I do, it's disrupted by my sisters and my mother going on about yelling about feathers or whatever, or bows or whatever they are going on about. And I roll my eyes and sit on the edge of my bed.
Perfect. So you're sitting on the edge of your bed, and almost as soon as you sit down, you hear from downstairs, Ophelia! Where is your stepsister? Ophelia!
I'm coming down.
As you walk down the stairs, you see your stepmother fully dressed, while your stepsisters are kind of like in disarray, half dressed, trying to figure out what they're going to wear for this big meeting that's about to happen. When your stepmother looks at you, Ophelia, you take such a long time when you're gone. You're supposed to be working on the house. I don't even know what's happening right now, but we need more firewood for the house to make sure that a fire is set. So you need to go do that right now.
Okay, I will do that. Say with a strange smile on my face.
All right. And as you go to gather firewood, you just kind of get this inkling that you've pretty much had enough. And so before you go to get the firewood, are you like bringing anything with you to complete that task, or what?
Like to cut the firewood, you're saying?
Or
I'm
if
bringing
you're feeling like you're not going to cut the firewood, if you're bringing anything with you for that.
I think that at that moment, as you've said, I've had enough of dealing with my step siblings and my stepmother. So, you know what, stepmother? I need to give me one moment. I need to get something upstairs, just for a moment.
Ugh, you are so slow, always trying to go do other things when I've already clearly tasked you with things. Go, hurry up, gather whatever you need, because we need firewood now.
Okay. And I go upstairs and take the first bag I can and stuff whatever is in my wardrobe.
Okay. And so you do this, you got your bag in tow, and you walk out of the house. Are you walking towards where you normally would get the firewood, or are you going somewhere else?
I want to try and sneak out the back door.
Perfect. Okay. So as you're walking out the back door, that's kind of normal because that's the same route that you would go for the firewood. So the stepmother and your stepsisters don't even look a second glance at you. As you start walking, though, you get maybe almost half a mile down the road. And all of a sudden, you seem to run into an old woman. Seems familiar, but at this point, because you're just kind of on the dead set path of getting away from your house, you can't quite place your finger on why she seems familiar. Oh, hello, dear. You seem like you're in a hurry of some sort.
Yes, I am in a hurry, but not enough to ask. Where are you headed?
Oh, well, I'm just kind of wandering around in my old person state, you know, kind of a deal. The outdoors gives me such good clarity sometimes. Do you have an idea of where you're headed?
Day over 25.
Oh, you're so kind. Oh, that's so sweet. Where are you headed?
I'm not quite sure yet. Hopefully somewhere else.
Okay, I see. You seem to be, are you perhaps running from someone?
Running, I'm not quite sure. I would say running to a different opportunity rather than running from somewhere else.
Opportunities are good. Might I suggest the Hazel Woods by chance? It seems those for some reason I feel like those are a good place for opportunities.
Sounds like a great idea.
Well, safe travels. Keep your head up. Don't trip on things.
Thank you, miss.
And so off you go. You turn back to take one last glance, and the old woman seems nowhere to be found. So at this point, then we hone in on our next princess, which is Ruthie. Will you please describe yourself?
Ruthie is about like 5'8". She has tan skin, pale green eyes. Her hair is like in like loose, like long loose curls going down her back, and she has a little flower crown with like tiny pink and white flowers on it. She's got like a splash of freckles across her face. She has a light green pendant that matches her eyes, and her dress is like very long and flowy and pink with like little bishop sleeves, so they like puff out, but they still are like tight around her wrists. And then she is wearing a very fancy dress, but like if you look under, like if she picks it up or anything, she's wearing, even though they're clean, very worn peasant boots. Like as she's, so it's just like this very like extravagant dress and then just like peasant boots.
Perfect. Love it. So Ruthie, as you have been in Tristan, your father's castle, for a few months now, you've come to notice something amiss. You've perceived that this world, a world that you are unfamiliar with, is one where power and reputation holds the most weight. But lately, Tristan seems to have been a part of more meetings than usual. You've passed upon a couple where you've overheard from the outside of the doors that something about the woods seeming to be like exuding some sort of like an odd feeling. People seem to be more restless than usual. And then one night, as you're sleeping, Heather appears. At first, the dream is natural. Heather's in front of her canvas, and you're kind of just lounging on the couch opposite. So what's been going on lately? Anything new?
Not really. I fully had a voice plan for her and I fucking forgot it. But she's like, Tristan's been going to more meetings than usual. And I don't really know what that's about. There's something about the woods and how they're exuding this weird feeling. And no one's telling me anything about it, but I guess that's given.
The woods, you say? And as
Something-
you agree, she stops mid-stroke on her canvas. And all of a sudden you see a worried look across her face. I think you must go to the Hazel Woods. Something evil has awakened. And as she says that, she turns the canvas around for the very first time. And you see a painting of the Hazel Woods set ablaze. But not with fire. With the only way to describe it is like a dark energy. And then immediately upon seeing this canvas, you suddenly wake up. What do you do next?
Can I check to see try to like look for Tristan?
Sure, yeah. You can absolutely do that. Do I want to do both of them, please? Yeah, go ahead and roll me a wits for that.
Okay. And then it's a you want to roll lower than the number you have,
Correct.
right?
So a 1 is the best, a 20 is the worst. It's a complete opposite from D&D 5e.
Okay. I got 8.
And your wits is
8.
nice. Perfect. Right on target. Okay. So you get up out of bed. Your immediate movement wakes up Mabel?
Maple, yeah.
Yep. And so Mabel kind of like scurries around you and like gets up onto your shoulder. And you make your way out of your room and go find Tristan, who is, it's not like late in the night, but it's late enough that he should probably be asleep, but he's sitting in the throne room.
As she goes into the throne room, she just like knocks on the wall to announce her presence.
Tristan kind of like looks around, kind of startled, like he was in his own thoughts. Who? Oh, Ruthie, yes. How can I help you?
Pardon me if this isn't anything that I should be asking, but is everything okay in the woods?
What do you mean? That's a very strange, random question for you to ask?
No, you've been in a lot of meetings, and I've heard the woods mentioned a lot, and it's late, and you're still here.
Oh, well, that's nothing for you to concern yourself with, honestly. It's all taken care of. It'll be fine.
Okay. Is there anything that I can help with?
No. Nothing you need to worry yourself with. Everything's fine. Go back to bed. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Good night.
Good night.
She will leave and is not going to go to sleep. She is going to go and pack. Just start packing to go to the woods.
Perfect. So you get everything packed. Are you walking out of this massive castle, or?
I didn't think of that. Question: what floor is my room on?
Your room's on the bottom floor. Yeah.
Great, I got the window. I just leave, or I'll. She'll leave a note saying that she went to visit her aunt and cousin, and just leave it on bed and before she leaves.
Okay. Walking out the front door, side door,
Window.
Solid.
I'm not risking it.
Solid. Okay. Can you please roll me a grace check then?
No. Oh, my grace is actually pretty good. 18.
Big oof. Okay, cool.
So I fall out this window.
Yep. So you climb up. Maple's like scurrying under you. And somehow like the tip of the tail meets like it gets in between your boot and the windowsill, and you both just kind of fall flat forward into the shrubbery.
Great.
No one's hurt, thankfully, but a little disoriented kind of a deal.
I apologize profusely to Maple for stepping on her tail.
You just hear like squeaking.
I'm gonna like hold her just to like be like, I am so sorry, instead of like having her on my shoulder. And do I know which direction the woods are?
Yeah, so in the time that
Okay.
you've been at the castle, you've kind of like you've like looked at maps and stuff like that. So you know that the Hazel Woods are probably about like a day and a half's journey from the castle.
Okay. Off she goes. Honestly.
Perfect. Okay, off she goes. In the dead of night, you are easily able to like sneak around guards and stuff that are like posted not for your sake but like for the outside of the castle kinds of deals, and you make it off on your merry way. And we will go to our final princess, Thistle. Would you please describe yourself to the audience?
So Thistle is probably already like up in a tree somewhere. She has kind of shoulder length, tangled, curly, orange hair. A flower crown is like kind of haphazardly on her head, made out of mostly twigs and sticks and basically whatever she could find to kind of put together. And then on the most distinguishing feature for Thistle is that she has a giant flower where her right eye should be.
Perfect. So Thistle. The Sylvan tribe today is not what it used to be. Instead of being ruled by one, a council was formed decades ago to run things. You have grown up with many stories of your people. Your favorite story, however, above all others, was that of the Princess Fauna and her lost crown.
Mm-hmm.
Many people have tried to impress upon you that it's nothing more than a fable, but for some reason you don't believe them. You have this feeling that the crown is real, but every time you bring it up, everyone just shrugs you aside. They've got more important things to deal with. So one day, as you're nearing the edge of the Hazel Woods, something catches your eye. A green essence seems to be bouncing in place, calling to you. The pull feels familiar. What do you do?
Oh, we're gonna go kind of like scramble on what looks like all fours through the treetops to get a closer look.
Perfect. Are you coming like touching distance or keeping your distance away from it?
Keeping about like the understory of the tree distance.
Okay, perfect. Do you call out?
Yeah, and she will, like, almost, like, as she gets, like, kind of a little bit more comfortable after, like, looking at it for a couple minutes, she will, like, flip upside down, like, hair is now, you know, dangling down, and go, hey, what's going on? What's this?
The bouncing seems to slow for a second and then, like, speed up a little bit. Oh, hello. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Are you Thistle?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, perfect. You're the person that I've been looking for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, something's amiss in these woods. Can you feel it?
Yeah? Yeah? I think so.
Yeah. And I think it's finally time. It's finally time for the crown to be reclaimed. And all of a sudden, you've got like an image that crosses your mind of a crown, but it's not the one that's been described in the stories that you've heard. But it feels like the image is the crown that you've been described in the stories.
Oh, okay. So you mean Fauna's crown?
Yes.
That one? Okay.
It's finally time for the crown to be reclaimed. I think you're the person to do it.
That's awesome. And she's still completely upside down. Like slothing onto the tree.
Yes. So you must journey into the woods. And you will be met with people who will help you along the way.
Okay, that's great. And she does like a little flip to like land on like her 2 feet. And like stands up and is like, oh, let's go.
Perfect. Do you go back and get anything, or are you just headed straight into these woods?
Well, I imagine Thistle has, like, as she's kind of, like, on the edge of the woods as it is, she's probably got her crossbow and, like, most of her exploring things anyway. So, she'll just head in. Nobody's listened to her before, so why change the MO?
Perfect. Okay. So at this point, you start heading into the woods. And it's almost like fate has intervened with the 4 of you. All of you had left your places at different times, but in some divine motion, not hearing each other at all, the 4 of you seem to run into each other all at once. What do y'all do?
I want to say that I picked up a book that was like the Hazel Woods for Dummies 101 on my way here, and I have my notes in my book, and I run into one of your characters, like head first.
Thistle could be the one that you run into, because I imagine she has emerged fully from like a bush, like full of thorns, and more leaves are in her hair now. Just like,
Okay, so we just go like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Maybe it's okay. It's okay. I came out of that bush really quickly.
Yes, you did. Speaking a bit. Were you hiding in the bush the whole time, or
No. I'm looking. I guess for some people and a crown, and I'm gonna fix the forest.
You're fixing the forest?
Yeah.
We're some people.
Fixing the forest too. We are some people.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. That's good. That's exactly what the bouncing green spirit. It could have been a frog. Was I talking to a frog? No, I don't think I was talking to a frog today.
That would have been cool talking to a frog.
It would have been.
Did you
But no, I feel like I'm talking a lot. You guys talk.
Well, I'm Ruthie. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Clara.
Hello everyone, I'm Ophelia.
I'm from the Whispering Grove, if you know where that is.
I'm Thistle. I'm from here. And I don't mean just this bush.
Well, it would have been odd for you to live in the bush.
I mean, lots of things live in bushes.
I've never met a person that lives in a bush.
Speak for yourself.
I am.
So as you all are just kind of like having this first encounter, trying to figure each other out, you suddenly just start feeling an innate pull. And like you don't know, like you individually feel it, but you don't know if everyone else around you feel it, but everyone's feeling the same pull, and it's pulling you to it's pulling you towards further into the woods, into the heart of the Hazel Woods. What are y'all doing?
Does anybody else feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think it has something to do with
Is the feeling itchy? Is the feeling itchy but coming in that direction?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah?
itchy is the right description for that word.
I don't
More
think
so-
it's itchy.
It'd be the closest word.
I think it's
But like you gotta scratch it, and it's that
tugging.
way.
Perhaps you are correct. So, it is like an itch.
Okay.
Well, if it'll heal the itch, and Ruthie's like slowly walking towards that direction.
Yeah, I'm slowly walking in that direction.
I'm going.
Yeah, Thistle's like gonna just way too much energy in that direction.
Perfect. Love it. So you all start walking forward. Can everyone roll me I think it's gonna be a wits check, please.
Of course. Which dice do I want to use?
No, that's a 9.
What is your wits?
4.
8.
Sad day.
I got a 13.
What is your wits?
12.
Danielle, what
I
did you...
Don't know what we're doing together.
Good, because my wits is a 9 and I rolled a 12.
Oh gosh.
Okay, cool.
Ophelia is the smart one, so.
Ophelia's the only one that knows what she's doing.
So Ophelia, because you have the Hazel Woods for Dummies book, you had been like kind of scouring it as you were journeying to the Hazel Woods. You know that on the outskirts and like the first part of the Hazel Woods is home to a lot of like serpents and like snake kinds of creatures and things. At this point in time, Thistle's just kind of like super high on energy and is just trying to like make friends with everyone and like just make sure that everyone's comfortable. You've got Ruthie and Clara who are just like on the other ends of that, like trying to make sure that they're making sense of the information and not 100% paying attention to like actually walking forward. Y'all all are just like moving forward in like a group formation kind of a deal. When all of a sudden there are 4 snakes that Ophelia sees and no one else sees kind of just like appear and start slithering out. What are you doing, Ophelia?
Are they just like regular sized snakes?
2 of them look to be regular size. 2 of them seem to be like a little bit heftier. Like it might be like a family almost.
I feel like Ophelia is very aloof. She would just assume that the others notice the snakes as well. So she would just go the wide way around, just assuming that the others are gonna follow her. no need to make commentary on the snakes. She just assumes that they see the snakes as well, because who wouldn't be as observant as to the snakes as her?
Who wouldn't indeed?
Yeah, dude.
Who wouldn't indeed?
Exactly.
Okay, so you kind of go around them, and they don't seem to really pose any threat. I'm gonna say that Clara and Ruthie step on two of the smaller snakes, while Thistle somehow manages to step on one of the bigger ones.
No.
Yeah, Thistle is doing a back handspring onto a snake.
Onto a snake.
Backhand
Like,
spring
look what I can do!
onto one of the bigger snakes.
Ruthie
Perfect.
steps on a snake. She's fully distracted watching Thistle and like fully supporting her.
Yeah.
This is the coolest thing she's ever fucking seen.
Perfect. So, go ahead, and what they're going to do is all three of these snakes are going to attack because you all three have landed on them, and they are now in fight or flight mode, and there is no flight on snakes. So, we're gonna go ahead and go in order. Clara first. Will you please roll me a grace to see if you can avoid this attack?
Oh. Yeah. Okay. I can't. I got a 16 and it's 12.
Oof. Okay. Cool. Ruthie, can you please roll me grace to see if you can avoid the attack?
It was so cocked. Hold on. Yeah, 6.
And what is your grace?
13.
Nice. Okay. Perfect. And then Thistle, can you also roll me a grace?
So that's a 6 on the die, and she is a 10 grace.
Perfect. Okay. So Ruthie and Thistle, even though Thistle's doing a full back handspring onto a larger snake, and Ruthie steps on one of the smaller snakes. Ruthie, you all of a sudden feel Maple like kind of in like a weird stance or something, trying to get your attention essentially, and you manage to like come off the snake and be like, "Oh, snake, we're gonna come off the attack." Thistle, you were able to backhand so suddenly that the snake tried to get you, but you were like still in motion, that you were able to just avoid that. However, Clara, let me see, that is... So your snake bit you, and that's going to be... Clara, what's your armor? Do you have armor?
Without armor, I have an armor class of 1.
Okay, perfect. So that's going to be 2 hit points then for you.
That's not bad. Okay. I'm gonna use...
So did the snake bite her?
Yes.
Okay.
The snake did in fact bite her. And at this point, you are now cursed with venom.
What does that mean?
So for the venom curse, poison is making you weak. So you now have disadvantage on all of your virtue tests until an antidote is found. If 3 days pass, the venom passes and you take 1 point of trauma. So there's that. Now if everyone could also roll me, I think it's wits for initiation? For initiative, not initiation.
Initiation. No! It was
I'm
3.
got a 9.
Hold please. Claire, what did you say that you had?
I got a 9.
9. Ruthie, Danielle, Ophelia, what did you say you had?
A 9 as well.
Ruthie?
16.
Oh, big oof.
It was a 3. I was so
2.
excited that it moved.
Okay, perfect. Okay. And then let me see where we're at with this. So Clara succeeds. Ophelia succeeds. This'll definitely succeeds. And you and Ruthie, you rolled a 16. You said. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that passes.
Nope, it doesn't.
Does it?
Nope, it doesn't.
Okay.
Your wits is 13.
Yeah. No, it's 8.
What was I reading?
My grace is 13.
Your grace is 13. Right, gotcha. Oh, I'm reading the wrong thing. Okay.
I'm just here for a good time. That's all I make friends.
You are, but that's perfectly fine. Okay, so it's going to be Thistle first, and then Clara and Ophelia. If you have if you want to choose who goes first or whatnot, and then it'll be the snakes, and then it'll be Ruthie.
I can go after you.
Okay.
So
I don't
Thistle,
really mind.
Yeah.
what would you like to do with these snakes?
I think seeing that they are in attack mode and being maybe familiar-ish with animals in this general region, Thistle is going to like go from her, I did my back handspring, and she drops to like all fours nearby and lets just out like this feral like fox yell, like to roar. She's gonna roar.
Okay, perfect.
To try and scare them. I'm gonna use 2 gift die for this.
Okay.
Okay, so one of those gift die is gonna have to recharge later. But she has a sum of 9.
Okay, a sum of 9. So, let me see what that one's for. You're doing your roar, you said? Which one is that?
It's the second one on my special abilities page. For a wild heart.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're transforming.
No,
Oh,
she's just
sorry.
letting out a bestial roar.
Oh. What am I...
Here,
Am I looking at the correct thing?
It's number 2 on the list. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Yes, please. Sorry. Thank you.
No worries.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
This was the error on my sheet. I misread an instruction.
Okay, so
I don't have wild form. I have this instead.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was like, I'm seeing wild form in the second part.
No, it's okay.
Perfect.
That was my stupid mistake. You think I
No,
could read instructions?
You are perfectly fine. Okay.
I was
so
vibing.
some of the so 9 creatures that can hear you save or become terrified for 2 rounds. Is how I'm reading that? Okay, so
yes.
Perfect. And then does it say what happens when they're terrified of you?
It does not. This is where the instructions end.
Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna say that terrified means, same concept as like D&D, that like they are just trying to get away from you now at this point. So all 4 snakes are just like they hear you roar, and you're kind of in like this primal kind of a stance, and they're just like, what the heck? And they start slithering away somewhere else towards the other 3, essentially.
Okay.
Clara and Ophelia, which one's going first? Perfect.
Ophelia. So Ophelia's gonna clear her throat and look at this and say out loud, like, red, or what is it saying? Red next to black means you're okay, Jack. Meanwhile, red next to yellow, you're a dead fellow. So according to that rhyme, are these snakes? Does that make who was it that got bit again?
Clara got bit.
Clara got bit. So is Clara a dead fellow, or is she okay?
From that rhyme, definitely not like obviously not dead yet. But you know that this is a venomous snake.
Okay. I want to try my special ability as a bookworm to try and figure out if you should suck the venom out or not.
Okay. So you are using are you using a gift dice? No, wait, hold on.
I
Yes.
believe so.
Okay,
So it's just 1d6?
correct.
Okay. I got a 2.
Nice. So you can put that gift die back into your pool. It has not been used. And so
Can I ask a question really quick?
Absolutely.
What are the numbers when it's used? Like,
So if
what
you
nu-
roll a 4 to 6, then that means
Okay.
that die is no longer able to be used until it's recharged. 1 through
Okay.
3, it goes back into your pool.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, so you used 1 die. So you would know, so you would definitely know, for this particular venomous snake, you should not suck the venom out. The only way to cure the venom for it is, to, like, use specific herbs that, can be made as, like, a kind of a tonic that she would be able to drink, essentially, to rid her of
Okay.
the poison.
And I have another question. So one of my talents is herbalism. So on my next turn, or if we're out of combat, would I be able to take the time to figure out what? Okay.
Absolutely. Are you
Okay.
moving anywhere at the moment, or are you staying where you are?
I'm staying where I am. I'm not
Perfect.
going anywhere near those.
you're just kind of like off on the side watching, like, oh, Clara got bit, and then now the other snakes, like, they're running away from Thistle, but like they're running towards
Snakes
the other
are
ones.
dangerous, guys. The snakes are dangerous. In case you guys didn't know.
Perfect.
Cool.
Claire is saying as like she's holding like her arm that got bit, essentially. Like, okay. Claire, it's your turn now. What are you doing?
Give me 1 second. I'm debating. You said we're in a forest. They're trees. Most of my tests are at disadvantage because I'm poisoned.
That is correct.
Okay.
You also can, because you all have some sort of like a weapon on you, you can also just like straight attack them if you want.
I'm going to. I have a sword. I'm going to. The one that bit me, it made me mad. I'm gonna attack that one. And
Perfect.
I also have pirouette, which gives me an additional attack.
Oh, nice.
Wait, let me see. Spinning kick, acrobatics, or whatever that says.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so go ahead and we'll first do the sword. Roll me a resolve, since the snake is like right next to you.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. 17.
So you swing your sword, but you're not sure if it's like a pseudo effect because you just got bit and like you're kind of like psyching yourself out about it or something. But you do not hit that snake with your sword at all. But then you do try to kick it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Like, take it away from me.
So go ahead and roll me Grace at disadvantage.
That's not bad. I got an 8 and my Grace is 12.
Perfect. Okay, so how many gift dice are you wanting to use?
Just one.
Just one. Okay, go ahead and roll me for damage.
I got a 5.
Nice. Okay, so that snake is
put that away.
definitely dead. Yes. And
Yay!
so mark that gift die as recharging currently.
Yeah.
Perfect. So
I'm like, you made me mad. Kicks you away.
Yeah. So pretty much what you do is instead of kicking it away, you kind of just like crush its head with your foot, essentially.
Stomp on it.
You stomp on it and you're like, I do not want anything more to do with you, and it is now dead.
He's like, you poison me, I stomp you.
Pretty much so. So at this point there are now 3 snakes, and they are, sorry Ruthie, because they're all currently afraid of Thistle, and Ophelia's kind of like on the other side, just a watching at the moment.
I have a shield.
Perfect. You might need to use it. We'll see. So yep. So these snakes are going to go ahead and come at you. Yep. Let me see.
No.
I think for this you have to roll Grace.
Okay. Do I have to roll for Maple as well?
Ooh, good question.
Because Maple has advantage.
Ooh, then yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
Yep.
question.
Yes.
What animal is Hazel?
Maple.
Yeah.
Maple.
Like a little Maple. Or Maple's
Like
like
what?
You're cutting out every time you say
Yeah.
it.
like a little sable. I'll send a picture. But
Okay.
like a little sable. Like a
So
little
kind of
bunny.
like for those who don't know what a sable is, because honestly, like, you put it in your backstory as Maple being a sable, and I was like, oh, okay. For some odd reason, my mind went to horse, and I'm like, cool, she's got a horse. And I was like,
I have a whole ass horse.
but what a sable actually is more, it's like closer to like a ferret type of like a creature. So definitely not a horse. Nowhere close near anything to a horse. So I was like, I'm really glad I looked that up before I wrote anything for introing. Perfect. So yeah, so go ahead
Great.
and
Rolling to not get hit by a fucking snake.
yep.
Okay. Ruth got a 1.
Perfect. Oh my gosh, that's a critical. Yay.
And Maple got a 17.
Oh.
For advantage?
Yes, I got a 19 and a 17.
Dang, Mabel.
Question.
Okay.
One of my moves is defend, or okay. One of my moves is defend. I don't want Maple to get hurt because Maple has 1 HP. Can I switch? Is there any way that I can use defend to switch the 2? Or like to protect Maple in some way?
Yes, you absolutely can. So for defend, you can react in combat at the last second to prevent up to blank damage to a friend nearby from a physical attack. You must have something in hand to block it, or you take the damage instead. So okay, so was that just one of the rolls? Because there are 3 snakes. So that was one roll. It's okay. We'll do it one at a time because that's.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so go ahead. How many gift die do you want to use to figure out how much damage you're taking in place of Maple?
I'll do 1.
Okay, go ahead and roll me that.
5.
Okay, so go ahead and put that gift die away.
Okay.
And that, okay. So the snakes, so you do keep Maple from getting that. You take 4 points of damage.
I have a shield because I have something in my hand. Does that mean I just block the attack, or do I still take the damage?
I will say you can go ahead and block the attack. That is perfectly fine. Yep. Okay. So that's the first one. Second
Okay.
Snicky.
Ruthie. 15. That's a fail. And Maple got an 8, which is a success.
Nice. Okay. So Ruthie failed. So that's another 2 points of damage.
Okay, and then because of my armor, I subtract.
Correct. Yeah.
0 damage.
Perfect.
Because I have heavy armor.
Love that. And then one more for the big snake, for Big Mama. Or no.
Ruthie. Okay, that's a success. It went from a 20 to an 8, and I was really scared. Maple got 11, which is a success.
Yay! So you manage. So the first baby snake comes at you both, and like Maple's trying super hard now that Maple sees the snakes too. You both are just like trying to defend each other and not get bit. So the first baby snake sees Maple and is like, that looks like a tasty snack. Let's go after it. You immediately see that coming, and you like just block shield right in front of both of you.
Not today. Not my baby.
And at that point, like the other two big snakes are also coming at you, but they kind of attack like right behind. Well, no. So one of the snakes attacks like right behind baby snake, and like kind of just runs straight into the shield as well. Didn't realize that you were putting it down until it was done. The other snake was trying to be at least a little bit sneakier and come around you, but it ended up getting like part of your dress instead, and like didn't actually hit you. So, yay for that. It is now Ruthie's turn. What are you doing?
I'm fucking attacking. Okay. The attacking, is that also a grace roll?
No, so because these are right next to you, that's going to be a resolve roll.
Resolve, okay. I don't want to talk about it. That's a 20.
Oh no!
I don't want to talk about it.
So because the adrenaline is pumping, you have just like slammed down your shield to protect you and Maple. You go out with your second hand with the cooking knife, and it doesn't land at all. You're just kind of swinging in air. Just
okay.
That's just where we're at.
Could I move back?
Yes, you can absolutely. So you go ahead. The snake that kind of like hit your dress has kind of like slithered back around towards the rest of the other two, and so you are able to. Are you taking steps back towards where you just started from, or are you taking steps like more forward towards where Thistle had kind of back handspringed and like Ophelia's kind of just standing in the wings?
Okay, question. Completely different idea. So like you were like they were kind of like looking at Maple of kind of like they wanted to eat her, right?
Yes, the little one was.
Can I take out a ration and just throw it to see if they'll go after it?
I will absolutely let you do that. Can you go ahead and roll me a resolve for that?
Okay. 5.
Nice. Okay. Yep. So you throw the ration, and the snakes kind of pick up the scent of it and start scurrying that way. It's deterred them long enough that you can like move safely, but it will not have deterred them long enough that they're just like out of sight kind of a deal. Because at this point, like, who is it? Did Ophelia kill one of them? No, Claire was the one who killed one of them. So, because at this point, so Claire had killed one of them, so like, they're wanting y'all.
Ruthie comes back. She's like, "That won't last them for very long. We should go." Are you? And like looks at Clara. Like, are you okay?
Oh, I don't feel so good.
Yeah, we are you okay if we leave? And then once we're in a safe spot, we can look for something for you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't want to get bit again.
That would not be great, no. Okay. Goes off.
Run!
Run!
Run! Oh, we're running now.
I was about to say, Thistle and Ophelia, are you guys following them or?
I'm running.
Ruth just picked a direction.
Perfect. Thistle, are you also following, or are you wanting to stand off with the snakes?
Oh no, Thistle will run, because evidently we're now running, and she's gonna try and like guide them a bit while we run.
Perfect. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a wits to see how well you're guiding them then.
Okay, we'll find out.
Does my Hazelwood for Dummies have a map?
It says I have a talent for wayfinding, so let's see how this goes. Oh, no. That is not great. 18.
I will say, since wayfinding is one of your talents, you can roll that with advantage. So you can roll again.
Okay. 4. There's a moment where Thistle got really distracted by a flower, and then she's like, oh wait, no, this way.
Perfect. Okay. So Thistle leads you all deeper into the woods to be able to escape said snakes that have tried to harm you. At this point, you're running, and can you all roll me grace as well, please?
Of course.
Great. Disadvantage. Let's go. An 8. I pass.
Love that.
10. Barely passed.
You said it was Grace, right?
Correct.
10, which passed.
Perfect. Thistle does not pass.
17.
Could I use... do you have a high Grace? That if
it's
a gift die would get you
10.
Okay, a gift dice
I don't
would...
think it's not that high. It's not that, because I rolled a 17.
That's fair. Okay.
So, as everyone's running, Clara, Ophelia, and Ruthie are just like straight running. They're like on a mission to go in the direction that Thistle's pointing them in. Thistle, you kind of, even though you're the one who's directing, you're kind of getting caught up in everything, and you still got like such high energy about like being jazzed that hopefully this crown really is real and stuff. And so you kind of like you're trying to do your own acrobatics while you're leading everyone, and you trip up a few times and kind of just like almost somersault into just like a sitting position, like into where everyone kind of stopped for a second.
Okay.
At this point, you all are clear of the snakes. You are deeper into the woods a little bit. Are you continuing moving forward, or are you taking a break for a second? What are you guys doing?
I want to take a moment to kind of rest, and I want to look at Clara. Do you mind if I look at your snake bite? So,
Go for it.
do I roll a bookworm to try and figure out like the herbalism to how to fix it?
No. So with herbalism, since you are,
It's one of my talents.
herbalism is one of your talents. Hold on, let me.
Or do I just roll wits?
I'm gonna say go ahead and just roll me wits, because you've like because it's the book that you have in front of you of like the Hazel Woods, and the venomous snakes are something that is in the book. You can easily like look up what's needed, and like with your knowledge of plants and such, you would be able to deduce hopefully. So
can I roll with advantage?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I the page that's in this book, it's torn out, unfortunately. I don't know
Oh,
how that happened.
Oh no.
Sorry, I know herbalism, but the page is just not in the book, unfortunately.
So now if you would like to spend a gift dice for your bookworm, you can, if you would like to.
I got a 3.
For your bookworm?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so you can put that gift dice back in. So that's good.
Okay.
So So yeah. So with rolling that, you recall that for this specific venom, there's like a lavender-based plant that is very common throughout Hazel Woods that can be crushed up and kind of like boiled water into like a tea tonic kind of a deal to become the antidote for the venom.
Okay. So I relayed this information to Clara. And, like, do you want me to make this now, or do you want to wait until we get somewhere else so that I can give you this this antidote?
I mean, if you have the supplies to do it now.
Okay. Okay then, give me a few minutes then.
Okay.
So at this point, I will say if everyone wants to agree to it, you can do a picnic. So you can do the short break that happens like once per day, where you spend time and then you can like consume one meal. So you can also spend a heart dice to recover if you have lessened heart points.
Well, I will do that.
Okay.
Oh! I'm back to max. I rolled a 3.
Nice.
Yay! And then let me.
So here is your tea, Clara. Here you go.
Thank you. She drinks it, like, pinky up and all that.
So while this is going on, are you guys just kind of silently doing your own thing? Are you sitting and talking to each other? What are you guys doing?
I think Clara will go over to Thistle and she's gonna like, if you're sitting, she's gonna like kind of like sit next to you, but if you're standing, she's just gonna go stand next to you. Whatever you're doing. And she's just gonna be like, "Oh, so you're from around here, right?" That's what you said?
Yeah. My people live around the Hazel Wilds.
Have you heard about a boy named Finch?
I've heard of finches. Those are like the little birds.
I'm
Are you looking
talking
for
about...
a bird? I can find you a bird.
No, I'm looking for a boy.
Oh. I mean, birds can't be boys. Dang.
Oh. So what I'm getting is no.
I don't think I've met a human boy named
Well, I
Finch.
mean, half human.
Oh, half human.
Like me. She points at the ears.
Oh! No. I don't think so. I think I
Oh.
remember that.
That's unfortunate. I thought maybe you would know something.
I would say Thistle, you recall from like the stories and everything, from being from your tribe being on the edge of the Hazel Woods, that there's talk of like not a cat colony, but kind of a cat colony, essentially near Rosewoods.
I think, though, that there's some other, like, kitty cat people that live at the Rosewoods. Maybe that's what you're looking for? The Rosewoods and the Hazelwoods, we get mixed up all the time.
No. Sometimes a cat told me to come here. I was gonna go to the Rosewoods, but then they were like, I think you need to go to the Hazelwoods. You're gonna find out more about Finch if you go to the Hazelwoods. So here I am.
Well, maybe I don't have the answers that you're looking for, but maybe you can find them deeper inside. Or maybe they're under this rock, and Hazel or Thistle will pull up a rock and look underneath it.
I feel like
Is this it?
Clara will like humor humor Thistle a little bit and be like, "Oh my gosh,
Here you go.
thank you! This was his favorite rock.
Oh, look, a clue. We found it.
So that means he must
He's
have been
so
here.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
must be.
I'm gonna finish my tea.
Perfect. Okay. Cool. So it does take about like 15 to 20 more minutes after you drink the tea, but then you start finally feeling better. And you feel like the venom curse is no longer in your system. Ophelia,
I will say
go ahead.
that she does put the rock in her bag, so she's just carrying a rock now.
Perfect. We love it. We love it.
She can
Oh.
use it as a bludgeoning tool.
Yeah.
You can
That
go
is
ahead
true.
and you can go ahead and put that in your list of things that you have in your list of items. Ophelia, Ruthie, are you guys doing anything additional during this time?
If
I'm currently info dumping to Rufy about the what was it called? Hazelwood for Dummies book. Say like, it's actually really interesting once you think about it. It goes over the whole history of how it came to the Hazelwood. My favorite part about this is learning about the plants. Now, if you look at not just you can really learn about life through a book, but I think that one of the best ways to learn about things is through the world around you. So you see this singular plant, it's really useful for treating burns. But if you boil it too much, and I'm just going on and on and on, and this movie's gonna stop me.
fully listening, she is not stopping you. She is just fully listening and just like, you have her undivided attention.
Everything Ophelia could want.
Perfect.
That's
We
what we're
love it.
doing.
Perfect.
The
Okay.
entire time.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So time has passed now. It's maybe like early evening. You guys are about a third of the way into the woods. What are you doing?
Do you folks think that we can head up maybe a couple more miles before we have to set up camp for the night?
Yeah, I think we could probably make it a little further in. We'll keep an eye out for snakes, though.
Oh, you didn't. I thought you guys saw the snakes. That explains why.
No, they kind of look like sticks.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you folks knew that there were snakes.
Mm-mm.
That's why I did a back handspring, because I thought it would be really impressive if I landed on, like, the log.
I was watching Thistle do it.
Oh.
I was just kind of
Well,
not
I
really paying
saw
attention.
the snakes, but I thought you guys saw the snakes, so I'm sorry for not telling you about the snakes. I'll let you know next time if I see something.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. So you
I
guys.
thought you saw the snakes.
So you guys start moving forward. Go ahead and roll me a wits, please.
I no longer have disadvantage, right?
Correct.
If I
That
did
is
that.
correct.
Cool.
Woo!
I got a 1.
Yes.
3!
I got a 9. I think that's too high, but I'm a vibe with it. Oh, it is a 9. Sweet.
Perfect.
I am paying attention for snakes.
And then Ruthie, what did you roll?
An 8, which passes.
Perfect. Okay. So everyone is staying a little bit more alert now that Clara got bit by a snake and everything got fixed. Ophelia is like on her game. She's read through Hazel Woods for Dummies, and she is just on site making sure that everyone seems to be okay and that nothing is coming out. So all of a sudden, Ophelia, you see something in the distance, and you hear it before you see it, but like you see like 3 small little winged things that are starting to come at you.
Is it like bugs?
So the longer you stand there, like as seconds go by, they start to come into focus, and they're like 3 little bats.
Okay. Folks, do you see that?
Yes, I think so.
Now that it's pointed out, maybe?
It's like 3 little, like, bats or birds, I think. They're flying. No?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna bite me again?
Does using
I would hope
Whisper,
Poisonous?
using the Wild Heart innate ability Whisper, do I think that they're like going to attack, or are they like fleeing something?
So you feel like they are coming at you for food, and like not like for food that you have, like you as food.
Oh, they think we're snacks.
They're bloodthirsty.
Oh!
And
Oh,
Hazel or no,
dear.
Thistle will pull out her crossbow and get like ready.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me Grace, please, since this is a ranged attack.
Okay, we'll do our best. Our best is not enough. This is 17.
Oh no! So you go ahead and cock an arrow, and you let it loose, and you are not quite honed in on the aim, and that arrow just goes straight through two of the bats. But they definitely, if they didn't notice you guys before, they have noticed you now, 100%.
Hazel will just like, oh, never mind, and then pull out a hatchet.
We can set up camp here. And would we be okay with setting up camp here?
I
And
mean,
it's like
I
getting through.
I think
doubt
so.
it.
Maybe
They
I
want
don't
to
know.
eat us.
She's like, I got something for that. And she takes out a chalk of sticks, and she's gonna draw like a circle around, and is gonna use her ability Circle of Protection.
Ooh.
And I have to name a person or a category of creatures. I'll say bats.
Okay.
So, and then I'll use the other 2 gift dice that I have.
Okay.
So no bats can get in and out of the circle for 10 hours.
Nice.
And then I recharge both of my gift dice.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so y'all are now chilling, at least for a few hours. So the bats like keep coming in motion. Ruthie just all of a sudden brings out some chalk sticks, and the rest of you are just like wondering what she's doing with them. Like, there's chalk, and she's just like Ophelia had mentioned, and Thistle both had mentioned, oh, by the way, like, I think they're going to, like, they're coming at us to attack, and then Thistle had missed with her crossbow, but Ruthie's like, yeah, no, we're gonna go ahead and just camp here. We're gonna stay here, and just draws the circle, and as the bats come flying forward, suddenly, like, you just hear, like, 3 small thunks, like, thunk, 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 and, like, you just see them kind of bounce off, and they're there, like, still flapping their wings, and they're just like, we just hit something or something like that. And you see them kind of like open their mouths a little bit to do the sonar thing, and you see them like confused, but still just hovering around you guys for a little bit. So you're currently in a circle of protection. Thanks to Ruthie. What are y'all doing now?
I guess we're camping.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. Can things go through the circle of power?
Yeah, just not the bats themselves.
Okay. Thistle will just keep taking pot shots.
Just shooting at him.
Okay, perfect. Okay, sure. So do you have more than did you have more than one arrow for the crossbow?
I would imagine so. I don't think that I had to roll for how many arrows I have. Oh, with 20 bolts, yeah. So I have 19 more.
Okay, perfect. So you're wanting to use your crossbow to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so we have less of the thumping sound, so we can maybe sleep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me
Thank you,
grace.
Thistle. That would have been quite.
Nope. Shot 2 also goes wide. Does anyone else want to try this?
How are
We're
they
good.
high up, or are they closer to our eye level?
I mean they're fairly higher up. They're not at eye level. They might be a couple feet above your heads, essentially.
Ruthie considers throwing her cooking knife, but she's like, I shouldn't.
You want to use this?
Can I try using the crossbow?
Sure. Roll me a grace, please.
No, that's an 18.
Oh, okay. So
If
you're
we're all
also a little
trying-
wide. Yeah.
If we're all trying, I'd like to give it a go.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we're all trying out the crossbow.
Thistle,
I
please
mean, I just
please
found
keep check
it.
on how many arrows you have after this.
Rolled 11, and it's a 12.
Nice.
Okay, cool. So Thistle's tried twice. She hands off the bow to Ruthie. Ruthie tries once, still misses. So Claire's just like, "Yep, I'm gonna step up to the plate and we're gonna try this." And Claire shoots, and she gets the full right one. So the right one gets hit.
Mhm. It's
will
a
you-
D10. It's a D10 damage.
Yep. So will you please roll me a D10, Clara?
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for
It's
my
okay.
D10.
You were
fine.
not anticipating
Okay.
on using my crossbow.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, Clara
The
has
Hazel Woods totally just fell
a-
apart for a bit.
has a talent in fortune telling.
Okay.
Ooh.
I don't have it in my stuff, but can she have like tarot cards?
Absolutely.
Because I have them.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yes.
Fun.
I will absolutely allow you for
And
that.
God.
This actually is the Dark Woods tarot set.
Ooh.
Dang.
I
That's
have that same set.
So they're so pretty.
Perfect.
Yeah. But as everybody's like winding down, wait, are we ready? Sorry.
You're good. Yeah, okay, so I have already forgotten what we were just describing.
Oh, we
Doing
were
it.
shooting bats.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yes.
you were rolling to see how bad I hit the bat.
Yes, okay, perfect. So Claire rolled a success.
Mm-hmm.
The bat did not save, so you hit the rightmost bat. So, that one goes down. The other two kind of like gesture towards each other, like obviously because bats can't see, but they like look at each other essentially, and like now they're kind of mad. So you're hearing a little more thumping against the circle of protection now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's happening.
Ophelia raises her hands like, well, if everyone else is going to have a chance at the crossbow, I feel like it's only fair that I do as well.
Yeah, here you go. Another arrow. I'm not using them well, so might as well use them. I mean, I just found this anyway, so.
You found it?
Yeah.
And I'm rolling grace, yes?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, I did it. I got a 10 and my grace is 11.
Yay! Okay.
Yes!
So-
Ophelia and Clara are kicking ass. Sorry.
So you roll, and that bat also, does not save. So go ahead and roll me, you said it was a D10?
Yes, it's a D10.
for damage.
8.
Nice. Another bat down. So the one on the, out of the two of them, the one on the right also goes down. So now the last bat standing, flying, is really agitated. Now you just hear a bunch of thumping, like as it's trying to find a point to be able to get through this circle of protection.
Guys, we gotta get that one. No, that's
Okay,
it's
I'll try one last
annoying.
time. I'll try one last time.
Okay,
It's her
Ophelia.
crossbow. Here you go.
We'll try. Nope.
We're running out of arrows. We can pick them up in the morning.
Yeah, we can pick them up in the morning. It's fine. I still have 14 left. It's not like we're running out, okay?
I mean, can I try?
Yes. And if it
Okay.
doesn't work, I'll climb a tree and hit
Look.
it with an axe.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Okay. Please roll me grace.
Oh, I got
Oh,
a
dear.
16.
Yep.
See, it isn't so easy.
Okay, I blinked. I blinked and I had my eyes closed.
Likely story.
Ophelia clears her throat. And says, Lady, all you need to do is just pull your arm back all the way, and she's gonna. Here, can I see that? See, this is what you need to do, actually. And she's gonna roll.
That would be really funny if you
And guess
just
a
get
1!
Nice.
That's definitely how you do it.
it.
So Ophelia's just like talking, and she just takes the crossbow, and she just like, she doesn't even look. She's just like, look, all you have to do, watch me. All you have to do, hand back all the way, and she's just still looking at you guys when she lets go, and it just straight and true into that last bat. Last bat just goes down.
And hits
Uh.
10 damage.
Both criticals. Fantastic.
Ophelia did not come to play.
Ophelia's like, I'm done with this. I do not like bats.
The antics are done. No more antics from you guys.
Okay, cool. So yeah, the bats are taken care of. Thistle, are you picking up said all arrows that have been...
Yeah, as many as you can find.
Perfect.
Yeah, will help.
Go ahead and roll me a wits, please.
Yeah, she succeeds. So 6.
Nice. Okay. So yeah,
I was paying attention with where the arrows were going.
So you easily managed to find all of your arrows. 3 of them you do have to pick out of bats, and they're bloodied on the tips. If you would also like to grab those, but easily doable.
Does anybody want some bat marshmallows?
No.
Okay.
Me, hold on.
Thank you for the offer, but I would like to politely decline. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're missing out.
Thistle, are you just gonna eat a bat off a stick?
I mean, she was gonna roast them first.
I start a fire with my tinderbox.
Okay.
I have like a box of rosewater candies. I probably will be like, does anybody want a candy?
As Thistle is roasting a bat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep. So this has officially become like a campfire vibes over here. Bats instead of s'mores, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Usual.
Clara is probably just gonna be like, hey guys, I'm a fortune teller. I kind of have a knack for it.
Ooh.
She gets out her cards. If you pick a card, I can tell you your fortune.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. I looked it up. Sables are omnivores, so Ruthie will take a bat and give it to Maple.
Okay. Cool.
Because they eat small mammals.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I know bats are bats mammals?
Yeah, they're mammals.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Bum 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 bum. So
Yeah, Ruthie is so down for some fortune telling.
Yeah.
pick a card. I'm just. Should I like randomly, like have? How many cards are in the major?
No,
Major Arcana is 21.
Yeah.
The entire deck is like, I think 72 or 78.
Mm-hmm. That was way off.
I was just thinking maybe like roll like a d20 and then the number on.
Two.
1 second. I'm looking it up so that because I have the cards, but they're all out of order. Actually, do I have the book? I have. There it is. Sorry for all the noise. I got the book. So, number 2 is the High Priestess.
Ooh.
You are the divine whisperer of the universe.
Ooh.
Is there, because Clara has a knack for this, is there anything else that it pretty much is secret, darkness, evolution of the soul, the blueprint of your personality.
The evolution idea kind of rings a little bit true with her.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I would say that's a good accuracy to play into is the evolution side of it.
She's like,
It's like evolution of the soul. You're going to evolve.
my soul? I mean, I did move a few months ago.
I mean,
That's like a little evolution there.
kinda, in a way. Yeah, just you're gonna figure out some things, secrets that are going to change you.
I don't know how much I like that, but thank you. She's just like,
Anybody else?
Sure.
D20.
Best Thistle has like a mouthful of bat. Sure.
Roll me a D20.
fucking love her.
She's great.
11.
Okay. $11 is justice.
Ooh.
What you do to others, you do to yourself.
Oh. Looks at the
Work
bat.
and effect, karma. The witch's rule of 3. The energy you put out return to you 3 times over.
Oh man, I'm gonna get eaten 3 times.
Oh dear.
Well, I don't think that
That
you're. I don't think that's what that means, but yeah, I guess.
I'm a little concerned now. I'm gonna get eaten 3 different times.
It's an interpretation.
So with that card, Clara, you would when you're telling Thistle this card, you would not imply.
Infer.
Into.
Hold please.
Into it.
Brain. Impress upon. The justice part of it is the big part for that card.
The justice part of this card is the biggest part.
Ooh. Well, been nice knowing everybody. She shakes everybody's hand individually.
You're not gonna die.
I
No,
know.
you're not
Try to
dying.
die
Oh,
early,
okay.
Ron.
You're not dying.
Okay.
It's quite a bleak.
Ophelia,
Yourself,
do you want a card?
I don't know how much I believe in it, but I will entertain it. So let me think.
Okay. D20.
13. Unlucky 13.
Okay. At least it's not. I'm not gonna say that out loud right now.
In case someone picks it.
The tower.
No, you got death.
Oh no, you're gonna get eaten
let
too.
death teach you how to
Oh,
live.
damn. This is what I get.
The end of a way of being, clearing the path, the ascension to higher understanding, the beginning of true integration, a new beginning with a deeper understanding.
Oh, that
I
sounds
like the
nice.
idea of going to a new beginning.
Mm-hmm. New beginnings.
That
Mm-hmm.
pretty much accurately describes everyone
Yeah.
in their current status of their
Alright, why don't
storyline.
you-
So
She is also gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna do myself. And she's gonna do herself.
perfect.
I got a 6. What is 6? Because she's like, I'm the fortune teller, I'll just fortune tell myself. Oh, okay. She got lovers.
Ooh.
Okay, who's gonna kiss?
Who's smooching? You're
Who's
getting eaten.
kissing?
You're learning some dark
The
secrets.
binding for love
I'd be down
is
for
the
a sapphic.
unifying, expansive, and binding force of the universe.
Ooh.
Love and romantic attraction, deep bonds, profound and emotional connections, deep gratitude and sense of aliveness, soulmates, twin flames.
I would say Clara pulls that and like immediately knows that it's not outrightly in the romantic sense, that it's more related to her and her brother.
I kind of assumed that might be, but yeah.
Perfect. So are you guys still staying here for the night? Or were you, now that the bats have been taken care of, were you wanting to pack up?
I was going to spend the night, but
Perfect.
if everybody else wants
Mhm.
to pack up,
I think it's a good idea to spend the
Yeah,
night. It
we're
is
already
dark.
here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys end up spending the night. Maple and Thistle are snacking on bats. Everyone else is either eating their own rations or whatnot. Fortune telling's going on. If you guys want to talk more about your backstories with each other or anything like that, we can do so. But we're actually going to go ahead and use this time to take a quick break. Welcome back. Okay, so it's the next morning. All of your gift die are re-upped, so you can put those all back into your pools. Everyone's HP should be back to maxed out.
Mhm.
Are you all just packing up all of your stuff and heading out? Doing anything before you leave? What's the vibe?
Ruthie is helping to like pack everything up.
packing, getting everything together.
So do we keep following that itchy feeling, or?
That's what I was gonna do.
I guess so.
Like a plan.
It did get me bit
Can't
by a
think of
snake
anything else.
though, so
We'll keep an eye
We'll
out
keep an eye out.
Yeah.
for any snakes or bats or anything of the sort.
Hedgehogs.
Hedgehog.
Porcupine.
all
Porcupines.
animals.
Mhm.
Perfect. Okay. So everyone packs up. You start heading out. Please roll me a wits check.
I'm always so scared.
So Ruth is not keeping an eye out because I failed.
Okay.
I got a 1.
Nice.
15.
Clara's not getting bit again. She's like, no.
Okay,
Thistle
so
is back to hyperactivity.
perfect. Sounds great. After the card reading last night and everything, Claire's just trying to be really in tune with where y'all are going and what's happening and such. So you are all walking, chatting amongst yourselves and stuff. When you stumble upon, you come to what you all feel is the heart of Hazelwood. There's a huge tree. Thistle and Ophelia are kind of just like in awe of this tree. Thistle's very much like just thinking in her head, like, I wonder how long it would take me to climb that kind of a deal.
Yeah.
Ophelia's like, this is the biggest tree that I have ever seen in my life. What in the world? Ruthie is like not as enamored by the tree. But just like kind of taking everything in and like thinking to herself that like this feels like the right spot. Clara, you're looking around, you see the tree, but like right now you're kind of like mission based more so than everyone else. And so you begin to kind of look through what this could mean, if this is actually legitimately where you all need to be and whatnot. And you see like some gap areas where like the roots are grown out and stuff. What are you all doing?
I'm gonna look at the gap areas, see what's going on there.
Perfect. Do you look by yourself, or do you kind of like guide the rest of the group with you?
Thistle is already halfway up the tree.
I
Well, at
feel
least
like
the trunk.
Clara just would be like, "Hey guys, come here." She's
huddle.
not gonna let an incident like the snakes happen. I'm not gonna fall into this tree. Guys, come on. Thistle, you too.
Thistle like does like almost like a squirrel 180, like when a squirrel's climbing up and then decides to go the other way, and like kind of like hunkers down, but is still on the tree next to you guys. Like, I'm paying attention. I'm here.
The roots are a little bit weird here. Yeah, you can see they're kind of growing up. They're kind of like. Can I look at the roots now?
You absolutely can. Go ahead and roll me one more wits check, please.
Could I also do that, but using, like, going in from, like... Because one of my talents is gardening, so could I go in from, like, a botanical kind of perspective?
Sure, I'll give you that.
I got an 11.
Okay.
And my wits is 12.
Perfect.
Nice.
I got a 1.
Nice. Okay.
Let's go!
Finally, she's doing something.
So Clara, you see that the closer that you look with the gaps, it looks to be kind of like enough room to where you could potentially move around or something, like something more to investigate. Ruthie, you immediately like see these roots, and like you're actually looking at the roots versus the massive enormity of the tree. And you look and you notice and you can tell that this is not normal growth in the roots, that it looks like it's been magic somehow to potentially like be a hideout, or like someone can easily pass through into this or something, but it's not 100% natural.
Do you know a lot about magic?
No, but and Thistle is gonna take a deep sniff and use her ability to smell things.
Okay.
We're gonna use two gift dice for this. For the deepest
so much.
deepest sniff. She can smell what's been around for the last 7 hours. If it's a familiar scent, that I'll recognize it. If it's a new scent, I will broadly know what kind of smell it is. She's just kind of like,
Okay.
are there any things around in these holes?
And you said you rolled 2 dice?
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
what'd you roll?
A 4 and a 3, so a total of 7. So the 4 goes into recharge mode.
Perfect. Okay. So up to 7 hours ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are... So Ruthie's asking if anyone knows anything about magic. Thistle kind of like... If Thistle did answer, it was a very like haphazard like second nature, like this is not my focus. And like you just see Thistle get down and just like start sniffing. Almost hound-like.
Oh, what are you doing?
What are you smelling for?
And so Thistle, you don't smell anything familiar.
Okay.
You do get a whiff of a couple different things. You get a whiff of like an insect or like a bug kind of a smell to it. And then you also get a whiff of what did I have? Like a faint whiff of goblins.
Ooh. So Thistle's head kind of swerves back up from the hole. She does with her mouth open like a cat who does a deep sniff. And goes, okay, so there's bugs and goblins in
That's great. That's so fun.
That doesn't sound dangerous at all.
No, that
mean-
sounds super safe.
But the crown's probably down there.
I'm not here for a crown. I'm here for information.
You're here for a crown?
Yeah, I said that, like, what, yesterday?
I did not hear you say that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
I did.
honest.
I think I went, hello, I'm Thistle. I'm looking for a crown and people. Or people to help me find a crown.
I must have not been listening.
My brain just left the people and not the crown. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It does seem like a place it might be if it's hidden.
Yeah, we lost it like 100 years ago. I may have left that detail out.
Why are we... Okay.
Why are you guys all here then?
I was told by my sometimes cat to come here.
Maybe your
I wanted to go to the Rosewoods.
I remember that part. But you were looking for clues. Maybe there's more rocks with clues hidden underneath them in this
The
hole.
rock wasn't a clue.
I distinctly remember it being a
I was
clue.
humoring you about it.
That's
Well,
not nice.
Rock. Ruthie pulls out a blue crystal fragment and just hands it to Thistle.
Ooh.
They said there would be information about Finch here, so I dropped everything and came here.
Well, maybe there's some information down in this hole. Where the
right.
goblins and the spiders are. I mean, or bugs. They could also be spiders. I don't know. Had a little bit of a spider
Oh,
smell. They're arachnids, but you know.
Had a spider smell?
That's
What
scorpions.
What do spiders smell like?
I mean, they smell like
I
spiders.
would love to
You
know.
would know if you could smell
Oh.
them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
It kind of smells like like lobster.
Oh,
Okay.
Great. That's so...
Lobsters are
I
kind of
can't disagree with you.
Neither can I. Because I don't know what spiders
So
smell like.
I'll take your word on it.
It's only kind of like a lobster.
So are we going into the spooky hole with goblins or no?
Before we do, can I do one last So I want to try doing a gift die for my bookworm thing again.
Okay.
You call a specific bit of information that you've read about in the past, as long as it's anything you've possibly read in a book, etc., etc.
Oh gosh.
The question: do spiders smell like lobsters?
Can I also do that as well? Can I also like do that as well in my head? You're like, have I read that before?
You have never read that? You have never read that particular tidbit of information regarding the spiders and the
Okay.
lobsters. That's not something that you know of at all. Go ahead and roll me a gift die for the other information that you're trying to recall.
About the tree, this
Mhm.
big magical tree. I got a 4.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and put that dice needs to be recharged. And okay, so you got a 4. So this tree you've read in the Hazel Wood for Dummies book that this is the tree that is the center and heart of the woods. Some believe it to potentially hold a lot of power. And some believe that it could be haunted.
Okay, so remembering from my
Favorite.
book that I read last night, I think, well, there's differing opinions. on it.
Hmm.
And some believe that it can hold a lot of power. Some believe that it is haunted.
Well, I didn't smell ghosts.
Okay.
You can smell ghosts.
Yeah. You can't?
Oh
No.
no!
Oh.
I don't particularly believe in ghosts.
Now I'm curious. What do ghosts smell like, Thistle?
Yeah.
They smell like musty laundry. Like when you leave your socks out and then they get kind of musty, or you wear them too long and then leave them out kind of wet.
Oh.
That's what ghosts smell like.
I hope I never become a ghost.
Yeah, it would be terrible to smell like musty socks.
Maybe
Must
the
see
ghosts could be-
anything.
Well, it happens.
Okay. Cool.
So maybe
Spiders smell
haunted?
like lobsters. Ghosts smell like musty laundry. Totally tracks. Are you guys going in, investigating, staying out? What you doing?
Let's go in the haunted hole.
Let's go inside.
Let's go into the
Possibly
goblin
haunted
hole.
big tree.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the worst that can happen?
Don't say that.
Perfect.
We're gonna become ghosts and smell like musty socks now.
Hey, if I'm
Um,
gonna ghost, I at least want to smell like regular socks, not musty socks.
Yeah.
That's at least my bar.
Well, I am gonna be
My bar's
eaten
not
3
high,
times,
but I just
so-
want to smell like regular socks.
I don't care about that. I just don't want to smell like musty socks.
Okay, so everyone go ahead and roll me a wits check, please.
10.
5. I'm on it. The super sniffer is
2.
out.
I got an 8, which passes.
Yay! Okay.
I think they all passed.
Yeah, I passed barely. I met my stat.
Thistle, you said you got a 2 or a 5?
I got a 5.
Who got a 2?
I got it.
Danielle got okay.
Ophelia got it.
Ophelia got a 2. Okay, so everyone is looking into the holes between the roots. Most of what you can gather is that there's at person level, it's open area. Ophelia, what you can deduce is that it's actually like about like a 30-foot deep, almost like passage kind of an area.
Like you have to drop.
Yeah.
Like it's just a big hole in the floor.
it's a like a cavernous area that's like 30 foot down, but like something's down there that you can probably investigate further.
Oh dear. This 30-foot drop, I don't know, I just have a gut feeling that there might be something down there.
Does someone have rope? I
Cool.
can send so that we can at least kind of see what's down there.
I don't have any rope.
I do not have rope.
I have a
unfortunately.
grappling hook and rope.
Yeah.
Hell
That can
yeah.
work.
I'll do the thing where like you put the grappling hook like in the roots and make sure it's sturdy, and then like drop the rope down, like they're tied together.
Perfect.
I think this will hold us.
Perfect. Okay. And so, Clara, if you will go ahead and roll me Grace, please.
Raise. 16.
Okay. So you grapple the hook into the roots. Because you're the one who like knows your equipment well, you go first. You kind of don't have the best handle on your own rope though. So you pretty much just like slide fall straight down.
I do have cat-like, which allows me to leap farther than most people.
Okay.
So if I have to, I can like leap off the rope.
Okay, perfect.
So I don't
perfect.
take any injuries.
Perfect.
From that.
So it's pretty much like you all are watching Clara, and like it looks like she's fumbling for a minute, but then there's like parkour action movement kind of going around, and suddenly she's at the bottom, perfectly fine on her feet, kind of a deal.
Nice.
I mean, cats always land on their feet, so.
Everyone else, if you could also roll me Grace if you are going down via the rope.
Yeah.
I got a 16.
I got a 2.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Okay. So Ophelia goes next, and tries very hard not to do the same thing that Clara did, but somehow manages to do the exact same thing as Clara did.
Yeah.
Without the parkour part in it. So like you hear like
Stumble over my own feet.
you hear like a squeal and then like a big thump at the bottom, essentially.
Ophelia, you okay?
Oh my gosh.
Um,
I like hold out my hand to like help you.
Okay, I take her hand and push myself up. Do I have to roll for damage or something, or?
No, not on that one. Your
Okay.
ego is more so bruised than anything else.
I'm like, I just stumbled a bit.
I could see that. I'm sorry.
And
Could
then
happen
is
to anyone.
It happened too quickly. I would have caught you, but like you were already on the ground by the time I got over here.
and then while Clara and Ophelia are going back and forth and Clara's trying to help Ophelia up and stuff, all of a sudden, like, Thistle and Ruthie are down on the ground. Super easy, no time flat, like, you guys just blink and they're there, and it's just like, whoa. How'd you guys get here so fast?
Okay.
Ophelia, very prideful. Her ego is bruised. Trying not to show it, but failing.
So at this point, you guys are in what looks to be... It's directly under the tree. And you see two different paths at this point that you can go to. One left and one right, directly forked, essentially. There are a lot of roots and vines down here. It looks like nothing's been in or out of this place in a very long time, is what it looks like.
You go left or right?
We can do eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Could I, like,
That
could
never
I
fails.
and, like, look kind of like peer down both to see if there's any indication of where you should go.
Is there like a difference between the different paths?
Is one lined with skeletons and the other one nothing?
Ruthie, roll
Or
me
with
a
flowers?
wits check.
8.
And what's your wits?
8.
Perfect. Okay. So, you,
Her two
You-
brain cells are together so fast.
You're so
So-
smart. Go and let her cook.
So you go towards the left first, and you kind of like peek in. What you can see immediately looks like webs, whether that's cobwebs or spider webs. You're not 100% sure of, but there's a lot of them as far as where you can see from. You go back to your right and pause for effect while I find what I'm looking for. You go you go to the right, and what you see is what you immediately see in front of you looks like strings. It doesn't look like webs, but it looks like strings essentially. And then like farther in, you see things that are kind of like it looks like things are hanging from the ceiling essentially, or from the like the top of the cave or whatever.
Skeleton?
There's a strings.
I would like neither, but we gotta pick.
Which do you think is more likely to have the crown? The one that probably has spiders, more than likely,
That it
or the
lives.
other one?
Spiders. It might be that it's just abandoned, and that just that
No one
is
has been there.
how it-
How long
it
time?
looked. There's like strings, and then further down is stuff hanging.
Okay.
I feel like if anything, that path seems more dangerous. It might be there.
Probably.
Hey,
But I am more interested.
Okay, let's
in
go
what
to
is
the
around
strings.
other-
Yeah.
she turns and goes.
I guess we're going to the strings. Let's
Yeah.
go to the hanging
go.
stuff.
Okay.
Ruthie will lead the way, but have her torch and her shield in front of her, just in case to protect everyone.
Is your torch lit?
Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone else
don't
like pulling things out to prepare or anything like that?
I feel like Clara would get out her sword. Just like I'm a little spooked by this. I'm
Mhm.
gonna get out my sword.
It's time for the
Elliot
trusty
is fine.
hatchet.
Okay, perfect. So, so you get out your weapons and swords and stuff. Ruthie has the, Ruthie, do you have Maple just like hanging on, or like is she tucked away somewhere safe, or she's just like chilling on your
That's
shoulder?
always super safe. Actually, now that you suggest that, she's like, so if Ruthie's holding her shield, I think the kind of best place for Maple to be still on her person would be on her hand in front of the shield.
Okay.
So she's behind the shield on her arm.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Fantastic. So you guys go further in. And so at this point, everyone now can see the strings. So it looks like there are strings lined, not on the ground, but high enough, that's foot level essentially, or ankle level to you.
Mm-hmm.
As you look into this cave part, there are different things. There's glass, and there's looks to be bells and things. Other metal things that are just hanging all around. Are you all going in, trying to go in stealthily, not caring?
I
What
can
you doing?
do stealth.
We'll try.
I have advantage because cat-like on stealth checks.
Maybe it'd be better if we try to avoid the strings.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Does
they're
not-
traps.
Great. Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
like booby
perfect.
trap.
So go ahead and roll me grace, please, everyone.
Is it for the stealth check? Or...
Yes. So you would be able to roll it with advantage.
I got a 4.
I got a 10, which passes.
I don't. I got a 13.
11.
And what's your grace, Thistle?
10.
Okay. So Ophelia and Thistle do not pass. And then Clara and Ruthie do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So even though Ruthie has the shield and the torch, you're still able to maneuver pretty well around the strings and around anything that's hanging. Clara, with your cat-like abilities, you are very easily able to like maneuver around and kind of like morph your body the way that you need to. Is everyone going in at the same time, like in a line, or is there like is it like a horizontal line with everyone, or is it a vertical line where everyone's like one by one kind of a deal?
It's a vertical line because Ruthie had the so
And then everybody was behind.
Okay, so what's the order? Ruthie's in front.
I would say I'm next.
Okay.
I'm third.
Okay.
I'll be last.
Okay. So Ruthie and Claire are easily able to maneuver. I would say Ophelia, you did not have any weapons out, right?
I had a sword out.
You had a sword
I'm
out.
not gonna trip on my own sword.
So you've got your sword out, and you don't trip over your own sword, but you do kind of like stumble a little bit on the strings that are on the floor. While Thistle with the hatchet, like, she's still got a lot of energy jazzed, and so like she's trying very hard to avoid the strings on the floor, but in turn end up like clinking some of the glass or like the bells that are up top. And all of a sudden, you all hear rumblings.
Uh-oh. Not good.
And all of a sudden, this goblin appears. Who's in my cave?
I
Well,
try to blend in with the wall.
Yeah, I'm like quiet. Like if he doesn't see me move, then he doesn't see me at all. I'm just like
He comes around like the corner and like he easily clocks all four of you, especially because Ruthie's got the shield in front of her. Like,
Yeah.
and there's a torch.
What are you doing in my cave?
we are looking for something that can help save the forest. And it led us here. And we're just trying to look for what we need and be on our merry way. I'm so sorry to invade your home.
Save the forest? Who wants to save the forest? No one does that.
I
Well,
do.
Well,
Says,
we'll be the first monster.
and Thistle, who has a talent for courtly etiquette because I rolled for that one, gives a very deep bow, and let's see. And I think she thinks it's polite in Goblin society to loudly belch. So it's like a bow and then a belch of greeting.
Roll me a straight d20, please.
Turns out belching is the worst thing you can do.
A 3, actually, believe it on the die.
Okay. He just looks at all four of you for a second, and he looks at Thistle, who is like kind of not fully stepped out of the line, but
Yeah.
like just enough to see. Huh. I like you. But you're not supposed to be here because this is all my stuff, and like this is my cave. My trinkets, my treasure.
We don't want to steal all your treasure. We just need one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we can do some kind of, is there some kind of favor that we can do for you to get what we need?
Favor. Well, could we do that? Yeah. But, yeah. Is that? I mean, I guess. Huh. And, like, he's mumbling to himself, like, talking back and forth. And finally he, like, kind of comes out of it. He's like, yeah, okay. You know what? There's a really, really annoyingly nasty spider over there across the hall. And it's got something of mine.
Oh,
So
what
if
does
you
it
can-
have?
So if you can get that for me, then I'll let you pass without eating you.
Great.
Oh,
What does it have?
It's got my
What
favorite
is it?
toy ever.
What's your favorite toy ever? Mine is these gems I was just given.
Wait, really?
mine
Your
is
favorite
this
toys? That's
rock. She takes out the rock.
Well, you can't laugh. It's a sword, but it's a special sword.
Oh, okay. That's a fun
okay.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, and the spider,
get
like,
your-
someone took it from me, but then they went the other way, and the spider got to him, so now the spider has it, but, like, I don't really want to deal with the spider. It's sticky and annoying.
Okay.
Yeah.
One spider smashed. Coming right up.
Okay. Yeah, so bring me back my sword, and then I'll let you pass.
Okay.
Mm,
Sure thing.
okay.
It's a deal.
And as they're walking away, Ruthie's like, I can't believe that worked.
Me neither.
Me neither.
She was like shaking.
Good job, Ruthie.
You did so good.
You did so good.
So you all are now going back to the left side.
Spider,
Yeah.
to get a
And
sword.
Let's go.
Let's kill this spider.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll me another grace check, please, all of you.
Oh, wrong dice.
5.
And Clara, I will say that you can roll with advantage because this is a stealth move.
11. So I just barely.
11.
Hold on.
Look, Thistle is here to be high energy and to find a crown. Stealth was not on that list for her today. She got a 16.
So most of the group is like trying to be cautious. Ruthie still got the shield and the torch out. And so everyone like knows what the game plan is. And Thistle is just super jazzed that she made a new friend, essentially. And that like hopefully getting this sword back for this goblin will like best friends for life kind of a deal.
Yeah.
So she doesn't really pay attention where she's going. She kind of like knocks to the front a little bit and knocks Ruthie's hand that's got the torch in it a little bit too hard to where like the torch kind of starts setting some of the webbing on fire and stuff.
Oh no.
And all of a sudden you guys you hear a jostle from above you.
Ooh, spider friend.
Fire.
So go ahead and roll me wits for initiative, please.
I got a 3.
1.
16. Not through all of initiative.
9.
Okay, so, and Thistle, you said you got a 1?
A 9.
Oh, a 9, sorry.
I got a 1. Affiliate.
Gotcha! Okay. I had you guys mixed up. Okay, perfect. So, Ophelia, because you rolled a 1, you get to perform 2 actions for your first turn.
Ooh.
So the order will be Ophelia, Clara, Thistle, Spider, Ruthie.
Okay. So I want to use my insightful, so you quickly glean some hidden information about a person or creature nearby. While fighting, this counts as a reaction. The depth of information depends on the number of dice you spend. I'm going to spend 2 dice to figure out their vulnerabilities, resistance, and hidden items on the spider's person.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me the dice.
So, 5 and 2.
Okay. So the 5 goes back to recharging. The 2 can stay though. Okay. So let me do. So fire is one of the vulnerabilities.
Just stab it with a torch.
Wood is more of a resistance towards the spider.
Wood?
Mm-hmm. And then, there doesn't seem to be anything hidden on the spider.
Okay. So, I suppose I quickly relay that information to, I yell it out to my fellow party goers, and, I'm gonna try and sword this spider.
Okay.
Let's
Go ahead
go.
and roll attack, please, with wits. Nope, sorry. Wow, not wits at all. With resolve because... nope, sorry. I'm sorry. Hold, please. Let me get my bearings. So the spider is still above you guys. So... No, still roll me a resolve. That's fine.
Okay. I got a 6.
Awesome. Okay, let me see if the spider saves. Ooh, the spider does save. So you manage to strike it like the tip of your sword to it, but it quickly deflects from you. You also get, so those were your 2 actions, your special ability and your sword. Do you want to move anywhere?
I want to try and move, let's say, 15 or so feet to try and go. Because the spider is above us, yes?
Correct.
I'm going to try and move so that I can get behind the spider.
Okay. Perfect. Okie doke. And that brings us to Clara's turn.
Great.
Oh, quick question. How big is this spider? Like, is it a human-sized spider?
No. This is a giant spider. It's a big boy. It fills up a good size of this other part of the cave that you're in now.
Okay. Gross.
I'm gonna use my sword on it.
Okay, cool. Roll me resolve, please.
15.
So you go to strike out against it, and it's quicker than you. It kind of goes a little bit higher than it was to where it can avoid your sword attack. Are you moving anywhere?
She kind of like, you know how like cats hiss when they're mad? She's gonna do that, and then is gonna move like just back a little bit.
Perfect. Okay. And then Thistle.
Thistle is gonna try and get a little bit of help because it seems like we're having a hard time with this giant spider, and so she's going to give like a little howl that only Thistle could produce that sound of.
Perfect.
And will start summoning her woodland friends.
Okay.
Her assistants. So that's either 5 small animals or 2 big animals.
Nice. Okay.
And she rolled a 3 and a 2, so she keeps both.
Nice. Okay.
I think she's gonna go for 2 larger creatures.
Okay.
They will help me with a single task to the best of their abilities, which is to eat the spider.
Yep. Trying to think of what would come to your aid in these woods. I would say what are ferocious wood animals?
Wolf?
A wolf.
Oh, okay. Yeah, wolves.
Yeah.
Okay, that would make sense. Okay. So
More giant spiders. Yeah, kaiju fight
Giant
under the
spiders.
tree.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So you give your little howl. And I'll say two wolves do appear.
Okay.
It takes them a minute because like they've gotta find you under this big tree. But they do come to help you. And so I don't know what we do now with the animals. The animals are their own beings now. Hold, please.
Okay.
This is new for me. Because I'm assuming they would be simply like Maple, where they have their own stats and then they would just have their own actions too.
While you're looking,
Yes.
Ophelia is going to yell at Goofy and go like, "It's vulnerable to fire. Use your torch."
She
Just
stops
next time
trying
you
to
come
put out the fire. Also, if it helps with the stats with Maple, I use my own virtues as her stats.
Okay.
So it might be the same rule.
Oh, please. I just had it. Dang it.
I'm sorry for making this difficult.
You are perfectly fine. Okay. I know what I'm going to use. Okay, so we have two animal friends, and I'm just gonna put them right beside of you in the order. So the first one, we're gonna name him Fred.
Okay.
We'll name them Fred and George.
Oh, good.
Lovely man.
So Fred's gonna come out and he is going to try and bite the spider, and I'm gonna let you go ahead and roll for Fred and George, and yeah, that works. They'll have your same stats.
Okay. And I'm guessing they're using my resolve. They both rolled
Correct.
8.
Oh, nice. Both of them? Dang.
Yeah.
Okay, and your resolve is
12.
nice. Okay, perfect. So the spider is going to try and save against their attacks. One of them works. The other one does not. So Fred goes in first, tries to attack, and the spider is easily able to kind of avoid that and deter. But then George comes in like right behind, and the spider's not really expecting him. So George is able to get an attack on him. Go ahead and roll me a d4, please.
2.
And that's going to be -1, so perfect. Okay, now it's the spider's turn. So the spider's really annoyed now, because it was just like kind of chilling in its home, and then someone lit a fire on its webs, and now here people are trying to attack it with pointy things and all of this. So it's going to try and attack Thistle. And I need you to roll me a grace to avoid its attack, please.
4.
Nice. Okay, so you are easily able to avoid that. He tries to... And so just for visual sake, think big giant spider from like Lord of the Rings, essentially. So it's trying to attack you with its stinger on its butt. Misses you. Ruthie, it's your turn.
Is the spider on the webs? Like
Yeah. Not on the webs that Thistle had accidentally caught on fire. But it's like hanging from its own webs that it's made.
And is there any way that I'd be able to reach said web?
Roll me
What am I rolling?
Roll me. Roll me a grace check for that.
Okay. 12, which passes.
Okay, then I would say yes, you can reach that web.
Light it on fire.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me one more resolve for that one.
Okay. 13, which fails. Or could I'm gonna use my sidekick ability to have Sable help me.
Okay.
Let me just double check, but I'm pretty sure I roll my gift dice and then subtract that from. Yeah. So they have to reasonably be able to help in the situation. So is this just to see if I'm able to light it on fire? Or is this something else?
No, this is so the grace check was to see if you could reach it. And this check was to actually light it on fire.
Okay. Okay, so would it be possible for to help Maple kind of jumps from my arm and kind of just grabs onto the web and pulls it down a little bit more to make it easier for it to catch, so there's more surface area that I can reach with the torch. I would say yes, but Maple would also need to roll a grace check to make sure that she would not be harmed from the flames. Okay. I will. Okay, yeah, she has advantage. Oh, yeah, 7, pass. Okay.
Nice, okay.
So I will use... So I got a 13 on the other one. So I'll use 1 gift die, which is a 5. So that brings it down to 8, which passes. And
Yeah!
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So you go up, and with the help of Maple trying to get this web that the spider's currently hanging on to caught on fire, with Maple's help, you were easily able to do it. Maple is easily able to kind of jump off and back into your arms where safety is. And the spider, all of a sudden, for everyone else, just drops to the ground and is now face to face with you all in a giant spider. So that's fun.
Let's go.
So Ophelia, you're up.
I'm gonna try and come up. Am I already behind the spider?
Yes, yep.
Okay. I'm gonna try and slice one of its legs.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. Roll me a resolve, please.
3.
Nice. Okay, the spider is going to try and dodge, and it does not. So go ahead and roll me a D. Yours is, sorry, hold please.
D8.
Yes. So go ahead and roll me a D8.
I nicked him.
What'd you roll?
I got a 2. Yeah.
Okay.
So I nicked him.
So your sword catches his leg, and you see it kind of stumble. It looks like it gets a little more mad.
Okay.
Still not directed at you though. It's is kind of focused now on Ruthie because she has the fire. Clara, what are you doing? Wait, sorry, Ophelia, did you want to move at all?
No, I'm happy where I am.
Okay. Perfect. Clara?
I'm going to attack And then I'm going to use one of my gift die to do the pirouette and do like a spinning kick and kick him.
Okay, perfect. Roll me resolve to attack, please.
I got a 6.
Nice.
That passes.
Okay,
For me,
let
at
me
least.
see if the spider's going to dodge. The spider is able to dodge your sword. So you slash at it, and he quickly like moves away to the side. Go ahead and roll me. How many gift die are you using?
1.
Okay,
1 for right now. at
perfect. Oh wait, sorry. Roll me a grace before you roll that hit die, gift die.
least. A 5.
Perfect. Now roll me the gift die.
A 2.
Okay, and then you can
I
keep that
kick him.
gift die.
Mhm.
Perfect. So everyone sees Clara tries to hit him with the sword. It moves out of the way, and right directly after, she goes and spins and kicks him right in one of the other legs, and he kind of like just like shakes a little bit. And now he really is mad. He's like trying to scurry around a little bit more, kind of a deal. Thistle, what are you doing?
Thistle is going to try and hit it with her axe. Her little hatchet.
Okay. Roll me a resolve, please.
It's a 5, so that she could hit.
Okay. Let me see if you do. So the spider is able to dodge that. So you slash at it with your hatchet, but it kind of senses that, and so its side moves away from you doing that as well.
Okay.
Do you
Sounds
want to
good.
move at all?
No.
Okay. And then you also have Fred and George. What would you like for them to do?
They're gonna do chompy chomp.
Chompy chomp. Okay. Go ahead and roll for that, please.
A 2 and a 7.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. He saves on the first one. Does not save on the second one. So go ahead and roll me the d4 for his bite, for George's bite. So Fred keeps going, and Fred's getting frustrated now because he still hasn't been able to actually chomp anything on this spider. George is getting all the luck though, so Fred goes in, Spider manages to dodge, George comes right behind, and Spider's like, shoot, like I'm down. What did you roll for that?
3.
Nice.
3.
Okay. So Spider's looking pretty hurt now at this point. It's really angry, and it's now going to kind of turn around, and it's going to go ahead and it's gonna go for Thistle again, because like it kind of senses that you're the one who's controlling the wolves, and it's really peeved by the wolves now. So go ahead and roll me brace, I think, to defend.
That's a negative. That's 12.
Ooh.
So I will get hit.
Okay. So he goes in.
How far am I from Thistle? Like farther than nearby?
No, you're nearby. You're like on one of the other sides.
If
Sure.
it hits.
Oh.
So you are using a gift die. Which one are you doing? To defend. Okay.
5 damage is negated.
Okay, perfect. So
It's-
Thank you.
which is perfect because that was a 6 roll. So you take 1 point of damage instead.
Okay.
Nice.
I love
So so the spider goes to attack Thistle, and all of a sudden you come out of nowhere with your shield, and like you manage to block most of her, and the spider nicks like just like the side of her shoulder essentially, instead of getting the full brunt. And Ruthie, it is now your turn.
I'm right in front of the spider. Can I just try to set it on fire?
Yes.
Spider's
I
on
will
fire.
I will go ahead and give you that. So go ahead and roll me resolve, please.
Please. Yes, 6.
Nice. Okay. We're going to see if the spider can avoid. And the spider does somehow manage to avoid it. So you're swinging this fire around, and the spider's like, no, what the hell? No.
Could I use Sable to kind of just like, as I was like going to Thistle, Sable kind of like went around to the other side and kind of like nips at the spider's leg.
Okay.
To kind of like knock it off balance a little bit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me resolve as well for that nip.
Okay. 16, that fails.
So Maple's trying to, but like at this point, you're swinging the fire in front of it, and it's trying to avoid and dodge, and so it almost crushes Maple, but Maple's able to like scurry away and get back to you safely, but also is not able to do any damage towards the spider.
My gift die to add to the.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit. What?
So, with that, I wasn't necessarily trying to do damage. I was trying to like, because with my sidekick ability, it specifies that like there has to be like a logical reason how like your sidekick can help.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of trying to do the nip to do damage, would I be able to use that to use the gift die to make me able to hit?
I will allow it.
Okay. Okay, so that's -6, which I think I rolled. What did I roll? Like a 16, I believe, or something.
I
rolled the 16 for Maple, and I think I rolled a little bit lower, but still too
rolled
high.
Like a 13.
Yeah, so gift die is recharging, but then it turned it from a miss to a hit.
Nice. Okay, perfect. Okay. And that'll so go ahead and do damage. I'm not sure what fire damage would be.
I don't know. This is not my main weapon. I just have a knife.
We'll go with like a D6.
Okay, that's fair.
We'll go with that.
4.
Perfect. So you are up in the spider's face at this point, and Maple's doing Maple's thing, trying to nip, but also trying to distract enough. And so like the spider feels Maple moving around, and so it's not able to maneuver quite as easily away from the fire as it's trying to, and you just get it really good in its face. And you just hear this like really, really awful like squealing almost as the spider just like falls down to the ground and is dead.
We got it.
Good job, Rufy.
Time to find the sword.
Yeah, maybe it's got like a nest or something.
So whoever is looking for the sword at this point, will you please roll me a wits?
I have
be
advantage
looking.
on virtue tests to identify unknown objects.
You can absolutely
So-
use that.
I rolled a 2.
8.
I got a 3.
Okay. And Ruthie. So Ruthie at this point is just like, there's a spider caught on fire in front of my face. I'm gonna just stay here and be away from everyone and not do anything to do anything else. Everyone else, however, starts looking around the spider. It's really large, and so it's kind of a little difficult to maneuver around without like just touching it every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But all three of you are able to find in this back corner. You see like the hilt of it is kind of like reflecting off of something, and reflecting off of the fire that is now the spider on fire. And you see the sword in the very back corner, and it's like it's webbed around and stuff. It looks like the spider just was keeping it for keeps or something. Who knows? What do y'all do?
I go and I try to take it out.
Please roll me a resolve.
A 15.
So Clara goes up to it first, and like she's trying really hard to get it out of the webbing, and for some reason it's not budging.
This is like the sword in the stone, guys. Come over here. Who's the chosen one?
Let me try. It's gonna be like the crossbow again. You really just gotta go in there and just tug it out.
Okay. Dude, show me.
Ophelia, please roll me resolve.
Let's see. She got a 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
God.
Yep. So Ophelia
God.
goes and she's like, Claire, you just really gotta, and like she easily just like pulls it out.
Oh my gosh, you are the chosen one. Wow.
Ruthie, smell the spider. Doesn't it smell like a lobster?
I don't want to smell it.
Those smell like cooked lobster now, right?
Yeah, like
Just-
a lobster thermidor. Is that the cooked one? I don't know. I've never had it.
Boiled lobster.
Oh.
As you guys are having this conversation, Ruthie, you just see Maple like go up to the like a part of the spider that's like cooked but is now not on fire, and you just see Maple
No.
start nibbling on it.
No, 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 no. I go, no. We don't know what kind of spider it is, honey. It might be poisonous. I'll get you food. Please don't eat the spider.
So now at this point, Ophelia has the sword. What are y'all doing?
Should we go return the sword to the goblin?
Yeah. As Thistle is chomping on a part of, like, she's like broken a small piece off and is like chomping on it.
Oh.
Can I
Okay.
can I roll wits to try and see if this is a venomous spider?
You can. You absolutely can.
Venomous means it's poisonous when
Or-
when it eats you, not when you eat it.
So the other way around.
It'll
Yeah.
be poisonous.
Do I have advantage because identify test to appraise? No, I don't. Okay.
No.
6.
Yeah, so you easily, you easily identify this as it's a poisonous spider.
No, Thistle, don't eat it. It's poisonous. It's poisonous.
I'm hungry.
Then get something else.
I give her a ration.
I have a ration.
It's less fun when you don't hunt it. Okay.
I can hide,
Oh, great.
and you can look. I can hide a ration for you.
Oh, maybe later.
Close your eyes. Count to 100.
Maybe later. We'll do this later.
Right now we're in like a spooky tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like this, and it is very hot near the fire.
Yeah. Let's go back
Let's
over to
go.
the goblin.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Yup. So you guys make your way back to the right side of this area. Are you coming in hot? Are you trying to sneak again, or what are y'all doing?
I
No,
don't feel
we're
like I'm
coming in.
sneaking.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you all start walking in, and you're making all the noise. You're hitting all the bells, all the glass, everything, tripping over some of the wires. The goblin comes out, and I don't even remember what my voice for the goblin was. So, who's there? Oh,
Us.
y'all found my sword.
We have the sword.
Oh, my sword!
Here we go.
He grabs it. He's
Can
like,
we go past now?
Yeah, you can go past. What'd you say you were looking for?
Oh,
We
we're
didn't
looking for
say.
a crown.
Oh, you're looking for a crown. Oh,
Mhm.
crowns are nice.
Yeah.
I think there's a crown at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
sir.
Yeah.
Well, you've been very nice.
What are y'all's names?
I'm Ruthie.
Clara.
Hi, Ruthie. Hi, Clara.
Ophelia.
Hi, Ophelia.
Thistle.
Hi, Thistle. I'm Rumblegut.
Hi, Rumblegut.
Oh. Hello.
So, yeah, you can pass.
Pleasure.
But if you come back, you can't take anything.
No, we
Oh,
won't
we're
take
not
it.
going
No,
to.
no, no, no,
We
no.
just want the crown.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can go past it.
Thank you.
So as Rumblegut lets you through, there's like kind of a curtain almost that goes into like this back room area section. And it's got a hole in it, essentially. What are y'all doing?
It's at the bottom, so
I guess we
I had
go.
that grappling hook.
I left it so we can get out, but maybe I should have
Yeah.
brought it.
Yeah.
Let
I have noble garb and silk gloves. Depending on how
in the world.
up we are, I can fully just tie clothing together and use that as a rope.
I love it. I was also going to suggest that since we have these arrows for this crossbow that only Ophelia knows how to use, we could use the arrows like pythons to like climb down. But if you wanted to use your clothes, that's fine too.
I mean, I'm not using them anyway. I don't really wear this kind of stuff. She, like, ties it.
Maybe you use
Okay.
one of the arrows to like stick it at the top.
That's a good idea.
Ruthie, please roll me a wits check to see how well you can tie all of these. Oh, excuse me, all of the garb together.
Does one of my talents is fiber arts. Does that help at all with this?
Yes, it does. I would say you can roll with advantage.
Macrame.
Okay, I got an 8.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me roll again, see if I get lower. I got a 20.
Dang. Okay, yeah, so you are easily able to make this makeshift rope out of your fine clothes that you have from the castle.
Yeah.
Really able to do that. So is everyone going down then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Please.
And if I
We'll go
start
down.
falling, I'm gonna cat-like and jump.
Perfect. Okay, please roll me grace for everyone.
Oh, I got 20, so I'm gonna be jumping.
17.
I got a 19.
11. So I fail.
We all fail.
Is it just that the rope breaks?
Yep.
Tie it well enough.
So Clara goes first, and she just doesn't have a good grasp on the clothing. Ends up letting go for some reason, but somehow miraculously manages to still land on her feet.
Cats always land on their feet. Let's go.
Ophelia does not have as good of luck. Again, it's a repeat for Ophelia and Clara all over again from the top entrance coming down.
I'm getting kind of used to this.
I have a question.
Yes.
This might be stupid. Can I try to like run underneath Ophelia and like kind of cushion the blow a little bit for her?
I will absolutely
dear.
allow that. Please roll me another grace.
If she gets a 1, she catches me like a princess.
I'm at 19. So no.
We both go splat.
So you try very hard to run right under Ophelia to catch her. You end up somehow like flattening yourself too soon, so you slide a little bit to the point where like Ophelia drops not onto you, and like you kind of like hit the wall as you slide, kind of a deal.
I tried this time. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm getting kind of used to this.
Me too. Me too.
And then Thistle goes down, and Thistle, you think that you can just do this acrobatically. You don't even need the clothing rope, and it just kind of fails miserably. You misjudge where the hole is compared to where you need your hand to be for like your back handspring essentially, and so like instead of your hand hitting where you need to like push off and land into this hole, you end up just stumbling in and falling flat on your butt as well. Ruthie tries very hard to utilize the clothes rope that she made, she was pretty sure that she made it securely. However, all of a sudden she hears the rips and the tears, and suddenly she falls flat on her butt too.
Hi.
But all 4 of you are now down in the ground in this cavern thing.
Well,
We did it, folks. One way or another.
that was
Ruthie's like
a ride.
her bag and is kind of just like mumbling of like, these are so useless.
Perfect. Yep. So what are y'all doing in this area now?
I'm looking for what could be a crown or a stash. I don't know.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a wits check, please.
Okay. No. 15.
You're still reeling over the fact that you couldn't catch Ophelia.
Hmm.
Dear.
Now my ego is bruised.
Thistle will look around.
Okay.
Ah, it fell off the table. 5. So
Nice.
pass for wits.
Perfect. Okay. So you look around. At this point, as you all start kind of walking a little bit, you feel like a stillness enveloping the air. And like you feel that tingle, that same feeling that pulled you here to begin with.
Mhm.
It's that itch again, guys.
And it's not poison oak, I promise.
I believe
you. So Thistle, you're looking around, and what you see is that every surface of this place is lined with twisted roots, and it looks to be in such a way that it's leading to the back part of the room. And as you're walking towards this part, there's what looks to be not a crown. It looks to be a throne where massive knots of this tree are intertwined, and like they feel, you can feel the energy pulsating within them. Upon the throne is a body. It doesn't look to be 100% dead, but it also definitely doesn't look to be alive. And it basically looks like it's become a parasitic part of this tree and its root system and stuff.
That's not good.
Maybe we can...
Does it seem like a root is connected to it?
You can't tell immediately.
Okay.
But you do see like twisting branches weaving in and out, like around his arms and legs and stuff. So it's very possible that that one is. And then as you're looking this body form up and down, you do see a crown sitting on top of its head.
Okay. Does it look like the one that the green hoppin' spirit showed me?
Yes,
Or
it
the
does.
frog? Oh, awesome. Well, I think it's this creepy dead things. And it seems to be part of the tree? Or the tree's a part of it? Huh. That can't be good.
Thistle, can you smell the body and see if it's
I
dead?
will
If it is
use
dead, how long?
Thistle will use the super sniffer.
Okay.
Oops.
Oh,
Ruthie, what'd
she's
you
down
say?
to 1 power die.
Careful not to get too close.
She needs to get
kinda
a good
wanna, like,
whiff.
Yeah.
touch it a
She
little
doesn't have to
bit.
get super
I'll
close
poke
because I'm
it.
using 2 die, so it does get bigger.
She's like, yeah, because if it attacks her, then
True.
Let's see. Yeah, so I can smell up to 2 hours ago. If they were present up to 2 hours ago, what's been in this room. If it's a new smell, I'll broadly know what it is, if it's a ghost or a fairy or something supernatural.
So So it's not something new in the area.
Mhm.
It isn't a ghost,
Mhm.
but it is something supernatural
Okay.
that you're smelling.
It's something spooky, and I only have one power die left.
And
Or
pretty
gift
much
die.
like what you're assuming is that this is the conjurer.
Oh, this is some sort of conjurer, guys.
Oh.
But can we like poke it?
I was thinking
gonna
maybe
poke
we
it.
should cut.
I go
or
over.
that works too.
Okay, Claire.
I'm gonna like poke his cheek.
Okay, cool.
So Clara dies.
You said you poke his cheek.
Yeah.
Okay, so you poke his cheek and you feel it feels like decomposing, but nothing happens.
Yikes. That doesn't feel very good. Nothing happened.
Wow.
Can I roll? Can I roll wits to search for any clues? I'm trying to see if this is like a trap or something.
Sure, absolutely.
And I'm astute. I have advantage on virtue. I just realized this now. I have advantage on searching for clues. So, I
Yes.
just now realized that.
Yes, you can. You absolutely have advantage.
I got a 6.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are searching for clues on if this is a trap or not.
Yeah.
So you search around this room, and so there's the throne in the back of the room, but then there's also kind of what looks to be like a casket kind of a thing in
How
the
did we
middle.
miss that?
And so
Guys.
you're kind of like looking around that, and nothing seems to be like showing that this is a trap or anything like that. But when you open the casket part, all you find is like a silver dagger.
That is unsettling.
There's a silver dagger in here.
Don't. That's ominous.
Does it look like there's branches around the crown?
No.
No.
I would not go for the.
Yeah. No.
Back when to take the crown.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's good to have the conjurer connected to the tree because it's like a place of power. I think somebody said. So we probably don't want the dead body attached to that. So we probably should like disconnect that. And this
Try
is
and
gonna.
put the body to rest in the casket.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're still gonna have to cut it out though.
Yes.
So.
Well.
Yep.
How
Patch
about-
it out.
Okay, there's no other way to go about it, so
Well, to put the body in the casket.
yes.
So you guys are starting to try and cut into everything that's surrounding the body, correct?
Yeah,
Scared.
Ruth
Yep.
trying, like, fully
Yes.
of like
Yes,
she has
ma'am.
Very.
like where to best cut
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Okay.
Like they're very careful, precise cuts at her end. I don't think that's gonna help with what's about to happen. But
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
I don't think that there's a solution that I can come up with that Thistle will also think of besides cutting.
Okay.
Maybe we should have
Well,
removed
okay,
the crown.
question.
Yeah.
Like before we cut, could I look and see if there's just any way to just untangle it? There might not be a chance, but I can try. Just to see if these are bad magic roots. They might not
Okay.
like it.
Yeah.
We're gonna try. I am so desperate to not get her in this situation.
Go ahead and roll me a wits, please.
Wits? Okay. 17.
you have no idea.
I mean, I
She
could just
is-
try and take it.
Yeah, she's embarrassed by this, and it's just like she's still kind of looking, even though she knows that she has no idea what she's doing, and she's like, I don't think we can untangle it. So
I think something
Yeah,
bad's gonna happen no matter what.
yeah.
I was
let's just
told
try
by
to
the
put this
fortune
down.
telling that I was gonna get eaten 3 times. So
I don't think
That wasn't what that was.
isn't
Okay.
that what karma means?
No.
That it comes,
And
what
that-
you do comes back to you? Oh, okay. Okay, well,
starts cutting.
yeah, just
I guess.
ching.
Okay.
Or do we want to just grab it? There's like one last like bit of hesitation in Thistle. The ADHD has now caused analysis paralysis. Like I could either cut or just try and grab it.
I vote cut. Let's just go for it.
Okay.
Well, like if we grab it, hopefully it's like, if it attacks, it's like tied down by the vines.
Okay, then I'll hold the axe in one hand, so I still have my axe, and I'll go to grab it with the other hand. Which
Ruthie,
all of this sounds really bad.
Yeah, leaning
Me as a
back.
player, this is 100%
It's gonna go bad
involved.
either way.
The fear is just me speaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
we're all hanging back, and this is
Grab.
Like, yeah, it's an
She just
adventure.
grabs.
Everyone who is cutting into these roots and vines, please roll me grace.
I'm no longer cutting. I'm leaning back and waiting for her to
I'm
grab
just
it.
grabbing. I'm just grabbing the
It's
crown.
being-
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
no one's cutting,
Out of
Thistle's
5.
grabbing the crown.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna cut.
I-
But... you guys go.
I mean, if you also want to cut, go. Godspeed.
Ophelia, are you cutting?
Sure, I'm
Okay.
cutting.
Roll me grace,
Are we
please.
all
I got a 5.
I'm gonna lean away.
Okay.
I'm just grabbing.
So Ophelia, you try to start cutting, but you feel massive energy that it kind of like pushes you back from being able to cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you like kind of take a couple steps back. Simultaneously, Thistle is you said you've got one hand with your axe.
It's like down at my side. 'cause
Okay, okay.
I don't want to, if he comes to life and like grabs my hand, that way I at least have something. in
Sure,
the other
absolutely.
hand.
Absolutely.
This is
so-
the most logic and reason Thistle has used this entire game.
Absolutely. Totally makes sense. So you go to grab the crown, and immediately, as soon as you even try and move it an inch, he does come to life, and like
Mhm. I know.
you feel the wave of power push you back as well. And he is now up. He's got a sword in his hand, and yeah.
It's time.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll me wits for initiative, please.
It's boss fight. I got a 6.
I got a 1.
Yeah.
Got a 15.
16. So I'll go at the very end.
Okay, so Ruthie is first. Ruthie, you get 2 actions for hitting the 1. So it'll be Ruthie, Clara, Voltan, Ophelia, and then Thistle. So Ruthie, what are you doing?
I don't know. I guess just like attacking. I guess.
Okay, cool. With your cooking knife?
Cooking knife.
Okay, perfect. Roll me a resolve, please.
3.
Okay, and he is going to try and save. He does save on that. So you go and try and come at him with your cooking knife, and he just really easily maneuvers away from it.
I also just use my other action to attack again.
Okay.
Nope. 15.
You swing again, but at this point, because this happened so immediately, so fast, like your gut reaction was to try and hit him, and he dodged that, and then your second one was just like kind of a haphazard, like I'm gonna try one more swing, but I don't know if this is gonna make it, kind of a deal, and it does not hit. Are
enough.
you moving anywhere?
No, I have to stay close.
Okay.
So I'm just staying.
Okay, Clara, it is your turn.
So I'm gonna be very the same. I'm going to attack, and then this time I'm going to use 2 of my gift dice to do a spinning kick on him.
Okay. So go ahead and
first
roll
I'm
me
going to
resolve.
attack.
Yes.
Resolve. I got 8, and that's exactly my...
Nice.
my number.
Okay, he is going to try and save against that. He does not save, so go ahead and roll me a d6.
A 3.
Okay. So you managed to hit him. He does not take as much damage though as you think he should be taking from that attack.
Oh no.
Go ahead and roll me Grace again for your other attack.
No.
Okay.
That's a 16.
Okay. So you kind of start trying to spin kick, and he's able to grab your leg and like push you away. And it is now his turn. So because he grabbed you, he's gonna go for you now, Clara. And he gets 2 attacks. So go ahead and roll me Grace twice, please.
1 second. Okay, so I'll roll this twice. I'm going to also use I got 20 and a 6. So 1 misses, 1 doesn't.
Okay, gotcha. So he comes at you with his sword and misses you.
And for the one that hits, I'm going to use Frolic, which allows me to subtract damage.
Oh, nice. Okay. So because you rolled the 20 for your fail, he does your armor does not negate any damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that is for this one. That's his vine whip. So that's going to be 3 damage. And then what are you rolling?
Just gift dice.
Okay.
Just one of them. I negate 1, so I lose 2.
Okay. And then that gift dice goes back into your pool.
Yeah.
All right. And Ophelia, it is your turn next.
I am going to try and sword this guy.
Okay, go ahead and roll me for resolve, please.
Nope, 19.
Oh no. So you swing at him as well, and he manages to easily dodge away without question. Are you moving anywhere?
Yes, I want to try and move to go and grab that silver dagger in the castle.
Okay. You are easily able to go ahead and roll me one more Grace.
14.
What is your Grace?
11?
Is an 11. Okay. So you go to grab the silver dagger. You manage to pick it up, but because you're moving so fast and because you're like more focused on him, you drop it.
Okay.
And Thistle, it is now your turn. You are muted.
Sorry, I was looking at my character sheet.
No problem.
So he doesn't look connected to the tree in any way?
No.
Correct. Okay. Well, we're gonna just roll to axe. Nope, that will miss.
Okay, so you try to hit him with your axe, and he easily dodges that one as well. Are you moving?
Okay. I think she will. Yeah, she'll try and move back.
Okay. Perfect. And then we are back at the top with Ruthie.
I guess I'm just attacking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please roll resolve.
Woo! 3.
Nice. Okay. He has to roll to save. And he is able to save against that. So you go and you feel like you've got him, and he immediately blocks your arm, and like pushes that away.
I hit him with my shield out of spite. Doesn't do
It like kind of rocks him a little bit, but he's pretty steady on his feet. Are you moving?
No.
Okay. Still standing right there in front. Perfect. Clara.
I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I did before.
Okay.
I'm going to attack and then try to spin and kick him again.
Okay. Please roll resolve for your first attack.
A 5.
Nice. Okay. And he does not make his save, so go ahead and roll me the attack damage.
A 1.
So you hit, but it feels like somehow he absorbs the damage, and it doesn't look like anything happened with that. So
That
go
makes
ahead.
her mad, and she goes to kick him again.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll me grace, please.
A 9. So that passes.
Okay, perfect. And then go ahead and roll me a gift die. Oh wait, no, I have to roll to see if it saves. Sorry. That does save, unfortunately. So you go to kick, and again, he like immediately just like makes contact with his hand, and he just like shoves you away.
She's just like under her breath. She's like, "I'll get you."
And at this point, because Ruthie's like also in his face with the shield, he's gonna go ahead and come after you. Claire, did you want to move anywhere?
No.
Okay. Perfect.
Sorry, I
No, you're fine.
dissociated like 2 seconds.
You're perfectly fine. So Ruthie, he is coming after you. So please make me 2 grace saving throws.
First is a fail, and the second is a pass.
Okay, so the first one, he is going to hit you with his sword, and that's going to be 8 damage. Do you have armor?
Yes.
Okay, so 8 minus your armor.
Okay.
And like as this is going on, like you're here all of a sudden, like when his sword hits you, you hear like a really menacing voice, and all of you kind of start hearing a menacing voice in your head, and he just starts laughing at this point, just like you think you can defeat me?
Yeah, because you're crusty.
We're sure gonna try.
Yeah.
Ophelia, it's your turn.
Loser.
You just start bullying the bad guy.
We can mean girl bully him. Like, your outfit looks great today.
Yeah, you're only like 2,000 years out of fashion.
We win by bullying him.
Your makeup looks okay. Only okay.
So, I'm gonna quickly glean some hidden information about the person or creature nearby.
Okay.
While fighting, this counts as a reaction. Da 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 da. So I'm gonna use 2 of my gift die to figure out the man's.
Okay.
I suppose.
Yep.
Vulnerabilities, resistance, and any hidden items.
Okay, perfect. So go ahead and roll those dice.
2 4s.
Ooh. Okay, so both of those go into recharge mode. And when you roll a double, fun things happen. I get to open up the mishap table. Hold, please.
Well.
Well.
Uh-oh. I don't even know what that was. Give me 1 second. Okay, so if you roll doubles, a mishap occurs. Where is the mishap table?
It's on the character sheet.
Oh!
Or not the character sheet, the character playbook. I have it right here.
What page?
I can copy paste it into the sidebar.
Okay. Perfect. Thank
Makes
you.
life. No worries.
Okay, so 4s. Oh gosh. Okay. So you are easily able to glean his vulnerabilities, resistances. He doesn't have anything hidden on him. It's just the crown that's on top of his head. He is vulnerable to silver and any kind of enchanted weapon. He's resistant to everything normal. But as you have done this, all of a sudden you become really confused. You don't know why, but you just kind of start stumbling a little bit. So there's that fun aspect.
Can I tell everyone else that he's vulnerable to silver
Sure.
before this happens, or during, I suppose?
Sure.
Mhm.
So, folks, he's resistant to normal weapons, and he's vulnerable to silver weapons, just like this dagger that fell somewhere. I swear I was holding it. I don't know where it went. Oh, it's on the floor. Oh dear, I don't know. I'm very sorry. I forgot my train of thought. What was I doing? Anyway,
Do you move anywhere, or do you try to move anywhere?
I want to try and pick up the dagger.
I would say that would count as an action, so you would be able to do that
Okay.
your next turn.
Okay, so I just stand there very confused. I'm looking for the dagger as if I have it on my person.
Perfect. And Thistle, it is now your turn.
Thistle has an idea, and she's going to actually almost back handspring out of the combat towards the hole.
Okay.
And she's gonna yell, "Rumblegut, can I borrow your sword? I promise I'll return it." It's your bestest friend Thistle in the bottom of this hole. I promise I'll return it.
Please roll me grace to see how graceful you are with that acrobatics.
Okay. I got a 1.
Perfect. Okay, so you easily are able to just go full acrobatics mode back towards the hole. You call out to Rumblegut, and you wait for a good 2 or 3 seconds, and you hear some random mumblings upstairs. Just Thistle?
Yeah!
You
I need to just borrow the sword for a hot second. Well, I'll give it to you before we leave. I promise. I
want
promise.
my
I promise,
sword,
I promise.
but I just got my sword back.
I'll bring it back. I promise. I promise. Or you can come get it at the bottom of this hole if we die. But otherwise, we're gonna probably die.
Wow. I mean, I like the sword, but I do like them. They got me my sword back, so maybe I should. But the sword is my toy. But
I'll give you my favorite toy, which were those blue crystals I showed you earlier. More treasure.
you hear a slight pause. I did like those crystals too. They were really pretty. And then all of a sudden you just hear a big clank on the floor.
Yeah!
And the sword is there.
Thanks! And she'll...
Don't break it!
I'll do my best! And then she's, I guess, because it'd be an action to pick it up, she'll pick it up next time.
Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Ruthie, we are now at you.
Attacking, I guess.
Perfect, sounds great. Roll me resolve, please.
Yeah. Oh, actually, hold on. Because I had an idea, forgot about it, and then remembered it again. Is there... Okay, so I have lockpicks in my bag. Is there any chance that they could be made of silver?
Roll me a d20, please.
Your cooking knife isn't made of silver?
I got
You should have
6.
bought the silver set.
I mean, I expensive stuff.
You said you got a 6?
Yeah, I got a 6.
I will say... How many lockpicks did you say you had?
I'll double check the actual sheet. I think it's just one set of lockpicks.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Hell yeah. Stab him with the lockpick. Just see how well that goes. And then is hitting's resolve, right?
Correct, yes.
16.
Okay, so yeah, you do not. You try to hit Voltan with the lockpick, but he's like, the lockpick's a lot smaller than even your cooking knife, and he's just like not having it at all. Would you like to move anywhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna move back and have my shit up.
Okay, perfect. In defense stats. Love it.
Yes.
Clara, you are up.
Okay. So this might be stupid. I have a silver pocket mirror. So can I like full on like frying pan like him with the pocket mirror?
I love it.
Just smash him in the face with it.
So I would say you can use it as like something to hit him with, but it won't affect him because it's not effectively like poking him. It would just be like a hit kind of a deal. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, in that case, can I go and try to pick up the silver dagger?
Sure, absolutely. So you're moving towards it. Go ahead and roll me a grace check, please.
Grace. A 6.
You said 6?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, you're easily able to go. You go by Ophelia, and she's still actively looking for this dagger on her person. She's like, where is it? I put it on me. I picked it up. It's somewhere here. And you see it like maybe 2 feet behind her, kind of a thing. And so you're easily able to pick it up. And so that leaves to Voltan's turn, and at this point, I think Ruthie is the closest one to him.
Yeah.
So he is going to attack Ruthie. You're currently muted, by the way, just FYI.
No, you're fine. I was screaming.
So please roll me 2 grace checks.
Okay. Pass. And another pass. Okay. I got 6 and a 2.
Nice, perfect. Okay, so he comes at you with his sword. You are easily able to shield yourself with that, with your shield, and not have it hit. He comes out with his vine whip, and you're easily able to maneuver past that to where that doesn't hit you as well. Are you moving at all?
This isn't my turn.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. That's Voltan's turn. He's moving. He's now at this point moving closer to like the rest of the group. So he's still close to Ruthie, but he's like now kind of angling himself where he can get closer towards the rest of the group. Ophelia, it is now your turn.
So do I know I need to do something silly to get out of this, or am I so confused that I don't know?
So you would, in the back of your mind, know that you need to do something silly, but you would have to do that during spending time, which is like a resting period, which you can't do right now. You are actively in combat.
Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know what I can do while I'm deaf.
So at this point, you're just kind of still confused. You can still do actions and stuff. They might just have like a slight little consequence to them.
Okay. Let's see what those slight consequence is as I try to sword into Voltron.
Voltan.
Voltan.
Okay, go ahead and roll me resolve, please.
4.
Nice. Okay, perfect. So you go to attack him, At this point, you're a little bit further back, and so you run up to run forward. Instead of like a full-fledged like intended attack, you end up tripping over your own feet. You in your head think that there was like a rock or something. You like, if anyone asks you, you would swear that it was a rock or something that tripped you up. To everyone else around, like, you literally just tripped over your own 2 feet. And you fall just so short. It ends up to being where like the sword would have hit him, but he easily dodges away like real fast because he sees you coming. Would you like to move anywhere past that point?
I would like to move maybe 15 to 20 feet away from him.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, just out of his range.
Okay. Thistle, it is now your turn. You're back on mute.
Yeah. Thistle picks up the sword.
Perfect. You pick it up, you feel its heft to it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a twofold. It's a silver enchanted sword, so
Mm-hmm.
and like you touch it and you immediately know what it is.
Mhm.
But also like as Rumblegut had dropped it, he was kind of like giving you it's made of silver, so don't let it rust.
Okay, I'll do my best. Yeah, she's got the silver sword.
Perfect.
So.
Are you wanting to move any closer to him or anything?
Yeah, she'll take the brunt of the bullying for a moment.
Perfect. Okay. And at that, we are back at the top with Ruthie.
Running in, attacking, running out if possible.
Are you attacking with your cooking knife or your lockpick?
A lockpick.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and roll me resolve, please.
No! She's having a rough time. She's like bleeding everywhere.
Okay, so you go and try, and you like swing and miss. He doesn't even need to move to not be hit, kind of thing.
Okay.
So, yep.
He's so deeply ashamed of himself.
Clara, it is your turn.
Okay, now I have this silver sword. I mean, not sword. Dagger.
Yes.
I'm going right up to him. I'm gonna attack with the silver dagger.
Perfect.
And then I'm gonna try to kick him again.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and roll me resolve, please.
I got 4.
Nice. Okay. And he missed the save, so go ahead and roll me a d6 for damage.
5.
Nice. So you run into him with the silver dagger, and he like immediately stops, and he just kind of like halts for a second, and you can like feel the resistance against the dagger. And as soon as you pull it out, you know that it caused some pain. Are you moving at all?
I'm gonna kick him.
Oh, right, yes. Please roll me grace for the kick.
Well, at least try to. I got a 7.
Nice. Okay. He did not save against that either, so he is now wounded
2.
so badly. So what did you just roll?
I'm rolling the damage right now. I was just saying that we're using, I'm using 2.
Perfect.
I got a 6 and a 1, so 7.
Nice. And the 1 goes back into your gift die pile. The 6 is now resting. Perfect. So you do 7. He looks really rough at this point. Like, Clara just took him straight with a silver dagger and then did a roundhouse kick. And like, he stumbled backwards, and he looks so rough now at this point. And he is now so mad.
He smirks and is like, I told you I'd get ya.
He is now so mad. So he is going to go ahead and directly attack you, Clara. So roll me 2 grace saving throws, please.
I'm going to do the frolic again as well.
Okay.
With taking off damage. I rolled a 2 and an 8. Never mind.
Nice. Okay.
Because I passed both.
Okay, perfect. So he tries to attack you, and you immediately are able to dodge him because he's moving a lot slower than he was at the beginning of this fight. And so you just are easily and like all this time, like you're taunting him, you're still bullying him to the fullest effect.
When he misses both, she's just gonna like smirk at him and be like, "You think you can defeat me?"
Are you giving an anime villain speech to the bad guy?
Yes!
You all collectively hear in your head, you cannot defeat me. I have been around for decades, centuries. I am not easy to take down.
Yeah. Sure.
And with that,
Whatever
it
you
is
say.
Ophelia's turn.
Whatever you say, bud. And I'm gonna try and reach into my purse, see if I can grab anything of use. But in doing so, I drop my. Tell me if I can do all this. I want to try and accidentally, in my befuddled state, drop my silver mirror, and then somehow kick it over to Thistle, who has the crossbow, and I want her to try and on her future turn try and tie the silver mirror. to
Oh,
the
I
end
have a
of the-
sword right now, so I'm probably gonna start
Oh.
swinging.
The one that
Whoever has the crossbow.
Yeah.
I'm befuddled. I'm just trying to make it as like clumsily as possible.
So we can try that. Do you have a silver mirror or do you just have a regular pocket mirror? Because those are two different things.
Oh no, I have a pocket mirror. I thought
Okay.
they were the same thing.
Mm-mm.
I have the silver pocket mirror.
Okay, never mind then. I am going to try and wait, where did my character sheet go? I'm just gonna try and sword him. That's the only way I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me resolve, please.
Nope, 16.
So you definitely try, but you're still kind of like overwhelmed, and you kind of go in the opposite direction a little bit instead of like going in his direction for the attack. Everyone else around you is kind of looking at you like, okay, we need to help her. Like after this is all over, it's said and done, we need to figure out what's wrong with her.
Yeah.
Even Thistle thinks you're being a little silly.
This girl's just being silly.
Unfortunately, it's still battle time.
No.
Thistle, it is now your turn.
Thistle's gonna try swinging.
Okay,
With
perfect.
a silvered sword.
Throw me resolve, please.
That is an 8, so that'll do it.
Nice. Okay, and he's going to try to resist. He does not resist, or he does not save. So throw me the
5.
damage. Nice. So you put the silver singing sword into his chest. Or where are you putting it? Where are you?
Yeah, she could drive it like right into his chest while he's busy like, you cannot defeating me, speeching at Clara. Thistle will come from behind.
Perfect. So
and stab.
you immediately
back.
like stab him through the back, and everyone sees the sword go through, and he's just like standing there for a minute, and all of a sudden the body just slumps, and you have effectively killed Voltan.
Oh, wow.
Woo.
You
Thanks,
feel
Rumblegut.
you feel like the weight of this now official corpse hanging on the sword.
Oh, ugh. And she'll just kind of like start to go over to the coffin to like schlup it into there
Okay, cool.
and remove the crown.
Perfect. So as soon as you touch the crown, it suddenly like breaks into 4 pieces. And while that's happening, immediately like bright light comes from the shards of it. And the next moment you see is it is now in 4 different tiaras forms.
Oh.
Perfectly whole. And so they're now just sitting kind of in the air. They're hovering. What do y'all do?
I think there's enough for each of us.
Yeah. Is there like some hovering closer to others?
I mean, they're all they're all hovering where the initial like crown was.
Ruthie's gonna go over and just poke one to see what happens.
As soon as you poke it, it immediately disappears from where your finger is and reappears on your head. And immediately, like, you get a sense, you see, like, Heather in your mind, but it's not like you're interacting with her. But you just, like, see her for a brief moment in your mind, and then her image is replaced of a photo that's familiar in the hallway, and it looks like, one of the air photos that you seem to recognize. And immediately, all of a sudden, you recognize it to be Heather, who is your great-grandmother. And you actually look with this tiara on exactly like her in the picture.
Ooh.
Oh,
What's everyone else doing?
sweet. Clara's probably just gonna be like, "What happened? Is it safe? Can you touch them?"
I mean, I touched it, and
It's on your head now.
It like vanished and is on your head.
yeah, I think they're safe. I mean, I'm not. I think I'm okay. So like patting herself down.
Ophelia is going to reach out for the tiara / crown, but it takes her a few tries. She keeps missing.
Ruthie will, like, if you let her, will like gently guide your hand to it.
Okay. So shakily, I grab it.
Perfect. Okay. So Ophelia, you end up touching the tiara that's closest to you. It does the same thing immediately. It disappears in front of you and it reappears on your head. And you see the old woman appear in your head that you met on the side of the road, and immediately recognition hits. And in different important points of your life, you remember seeing her face. Whether it's been in like crowds or something happening, she's always been like a constant presence in your life. And it immediately switches over to the looks of a castle. And you know this castle to be one that sits on Bluebell Lake. And you just now have this innate sense that that is where your new life will start.
Okay. So my eyes are like wide as this is happening, like marble. Whoa.
Did you see
Are you-
something?
Yes, but I'm not. Maybe I need to sleep on it. I'm not quite sure what the castle. I saw a castle, but I don't know if I need to go to the castle or. I'll sleep on it. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Claire and Thistle, what are y'all doing?
Do you want to pick yours next?
You can.
Okay, Thistle's gonna pick out the scrungliest tiara.
There's just like 3 like normal tiaras, and one is just a bundle of sticks with like really pretty.
Yeah. There's
Well, so it's funny because as the floating tiaras, they all look the same, but as each one of you touches one, as it reappears on your head, they end up looking drastically different.
okay.
Stop. Beautiful.
Okay. Then she's gonna randomly choose between the two of them.
Okay, so Thistle, so you go and touch the tiara that's in front of you.
Yeah.
And it magically appears on your head, and you immediately feel the warmth of that green spirit that was talking to you, that you think is a frog. And all of a sudden you get the image of the crown that has been described in the stories that you have grown up on, and you know this to be the true crown of Princess Fauna, and what it should have been all along. with that, you feel the sense that like it is your duty now, that the council has not been doing its best to uphold the Sylvan tribe and how they were supposed to be. And it is now your job to go back and basically take over.
Oh boy, we're gonna have a political rebellion in a hot minute. This is gonna be great.
That's the start of a whole new campaign.
Yeah.
And then Clara, do you also reach out and touch your tiara?
Yeah, I think she's actively already wearing one. So she like takes that one off and puts it to the side and then goes and like touches hers.
Perfect. So you touch your tiara, and it again disappears from in front of you, reappears on your head. You feel the presence of your cat that comes in and out, and you get a vision of the Rosewoods. You get a vision that it is under an evil hag's ruling right now. But you're the one who needs to go and defeat that evil hag to be able to save your brother. And so with that, all four of you are now crowned with four very drastically different tiaras. You have been visited in your heads by your fairy godmothers, basically getting the sense that this is exactly where you need to be, exactly what needs to be done. And then also you get another sense of kind of power resting over you. All of a sudden, the scenery kind of changes in the sense that you don't feel that dark energy anymore anywhere. Things start feeling like they're a healthy, natural kind of forest vibe. And you have the innate sense that you all now have the ability to basically use the powers of nature, to channel nature, to be able to protect the people that you are now destined to protect.
Awesome.
So with that, you guys have officially found the crown of Princess Fauna, saved the forest of Hazel Woods, and have been shown what the next steps of your destinies are.
Ooh.
And this is where we will end our Perils and Princess one-shot.
Yay!
So to the audience watching, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of A Summer of TTRPGs. We definitely hope to see you for the next one, and may the dice guide you to beautiful friendships.